I've also started recording. Yeah, not super necessary to do that. Oh, yeah, you know what? I don't think chat can hear you yet, or stream can hear you yet. Let me check settings. Can you say something for me, please? The the desktop audio is not doing anything. Oh. Alright, hold up. Okay, hold up. Can you
I'm
say
a
something?
feral. I am a feral animal.
Alright, it works now. Okay, actually, I need to check to make sure. Uh, royalty-free funk. Let me just 1 second.
Royalty-free funk.
Yeah, it's not picking up my desktop audio at all.
Oh, that's cringe.
We're gonna need that. So let me fix that real quick. Settings, audio. Oh, that explains it.
Hmm.
It is fixed.
Oh, good.
All right. Oh, that was a pretty good royalty-free funk, though. All right, now that I actually plug the stream, it is fixed. Okay.
Seeing my avatar change is kind of trippy. Like if the fade wasn't so much, that'd be perfect, you know?
Yeah. At Starfruit. Yeah, it's a little funky and stylistically at odds with mine, but you know it's whatever.
It's whatever.
Alright, go put it in. At here. Bam.
I'm getting notified so many times I'm gonna go insane.
Should I put your should yours go in um announcements or whatever?
Sure. Go apeshit and at everyone too. I'll allow this. If
Okay.
anybody yells at me, they can go through. Oh no! Oh no! Oh
What's up?
no!
What's wrong?
The announcement tag is messed up. Oh no! Wait, what? I mean, I am the only starfruit, but it says at starfruit D. Like,
Alright.
my brain just
I'm
went,
gonna stop
whoa.
putting you in the notification. Bam. Sell promo.
Plus, one day people will watch my TikTok. It's at 6 views.
Aw. I know the feel though.
Meanwhile, on Instagram, the same reel is at over 3,000 views.
Wow!
I don't get it. I don't get it.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I dig it.
Alright. Let me what I don't know what step one is. Step one is I put on relaxing music.
Yes.
Does this have an on button?
No.
Alright. Alright, it's plugged in. Should be getting power.
And if anybody's in chat and wants to give us ideas to talk about,
Yes, actually, I would say I would consider this an AMA. Um,
ask me anything.
yeah, I'm gonna put that right here in the announcements here.
It's you too.
It is not opening. Is it working? This thing is like 15 years old.
Yeah, I yeah,
There we go.
Are your jams now pumped?
We were about to. I'm gonna have to stream the music. Ooh, it's actually printed in this like really pretty pink label on the CD.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay. So I'm gonna have to stream to you the music thingy.
Oh, I'm listening to my own thing currently.
Ah, that's
That's
okay.
cool.
We're gonna
Just getting
play.
grooving, and I'm gonna be like, nice, gentle piano.
Well, mine's also nice, gentle piano.
Oh,
Like, would you like to? Would you like to hear it? It's good. It's very good.
I,
It's very peaceful and
I
relaxing. Except I'm totally gonna have to change my video share if we like need to open up a browser window or something. So I'll just go.
don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. So, for the record, because part of the licensing agreement is it needs to be credited, I'm listening to the album East Healing. It is a arranged soundtrack featuring music from East, but very nice and gentle and relaxing. So, what do we want to talk about?
Oh, goodness.
That's a great question.
That's a lot of pressure.
Okay, so let me kind of like sort of explain-ish what's going on here. So, Shelby here, being my best friend ever, we like to kind of celebrate our anniversary of becoming best friends, usually just by chilling and watching videos and stuff like that. But conveniently this year, it fell on a stream night, and then we didn't do it on that stream night, so we're doing it today.
Yeah, hoops.
So, what we're kind of doing today is we decided, since we couldn't figure out what we wanted to play or what we wanted to do, we're just gonna start by chilling, and then maybe if we come up with something to do, we'll just go switch over to that, I suppose. But we wanted to make sure to hang out.
This could also easily become a 3-hour long just us doing nothing but talking about weird stuff.
Certainly. We ran through so many ideas of what we wanted to do, but never landed on something that quite worked, right?
Yeah, we're like, oh, how about, like, Crystal Chronicles? I'm like, I don't know if I want to try that game right now, you know? And then friends gave us recommendations. You're like, do we want to hate each other today? And, and
Yeah.
so...
I think Monster Prom was brought up at least once, and I think that's happening next week for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might be joining you for that.
Yeah, Kaz want to do that, and depending on availabilities, it was going to be me, Kaz, Fox, and then mysterious fourth guest.
Yeah.
Whoever's more enthusiastic between you, Natsu, and Wing.
I may come hang out regardless, but if I play, I call the Frankenstein girl.
Yeah, no, that's valid. I'm an Oz kind of gal.
I understand.
I like him. He is just a creature, like myself, except he is more of like a mysterious, like, shadow man, and I am a gremlin.
By the way, we do actually have questions on the stream announcement channel.
Ooh.
So the first one is DNA asks, "Why are you sus?"
Because don't you play the red Among Us bean?
I consistently play the red Among Us bean.
And I'm sus because I'm really bad at lying, and I have short-term memory issues under pressure. So if I'm playing Among Us and a body gets discovered or a meeting is called, I'm immediately sus because all of a sudden, somebody asks, "Well, what were you doing?" And I'm like, I was in a hallway. They're like, "Which one?" And I'm like, "Well, it was connecting the room with the the gun.
There is something.
I think.
There is something just immediately nerve-wracking about being like accused of anything. So even if you didn't do it, you're like,
Oh, yeah. And what's even worse is I've never played. I've only played a couple games of Among Us, and I've never been imposter. Oh, I'm getting a phone call real quick. Hold up, I'm sorry.
You handle that real quick. So, she just got, I think she just got hit with an incredibly suspicious phone call, right? I think she's hiding something.
I think my great uncle just prank called me.
What?
Because here's what happened. So my phone was ringing. Okay, so I might be pet sitting sometime in May, and so I've been in contact with my great aunt and uncle.
Right.
For information and stuff. And I get a phone call from him, because we were discussing it today, and I immediately, as soon as I clicked and dragged the start call button, it hung up.
Damn.
So I think he didn't mean to do. Oh yeah, butt call.
Yeah. All right. There you go. Ye old butt dial. Butt spelled B-U-T-T-E. Ye old boot dial.
The boot dial.
Boot.
B-U with an umlaut. T-T.
By the way, I was told why those signs said ye old or ye and stuff like that on old signs.
Isn't it because the Y is like an actual different letter and was representing the sound?
Yes, that is exactly why. And the reason why that letter was lost is because German didn't have that letter, and the first typewriters were German.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. So they just kind of like used Y instead, and that became that. Also, we have another question from Wing. Is the mitochondria ever not the powerhouse of the cell?
I think it's always the powerhouse of the cell.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. It can be more than that, though, if you've ever played Parasite Eve.
Did you know that your mitochondrial DNA always belongs to your mother? Or your maternal side? Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Over my dead body. Yeah,
Them's fighting words.
Oh, by the way, Wing, how's our audio doing? How's our audio balance?
Are we balanced? Am I overpowering him with my beautiful voice? Is he overpowering me with his beautiful voice?
Sounds really good. Perfect. Awesome.
Good.
Yeah. So the yeah, no. Whenever somebody talks about the mitochondria, I think about Parasite Eve, where it's this whole like sci-fi horror story about the mitochondria in your cells gaining sentience and trying to take over the world.
Oh.
And like people get magical powers by controlling the mitochondria in their cells, and they cast spells. It's fucking ridiculous. It also has the best opera scene of any Square RPG, and that is a statement that will start fights.
Sci-fi horror with magical spellcasting?
Yeah! Varu, go play Parasite Eve. You'd love it. The science doesn't make any sense at all, but you'd love it. It's really cool. It's got great music.
...
Yeah. It's really short too and very easy. So it's like not even a particularly like long investment.
I hate horror. I really do. I'm so scaredy cat.
I gained an appreciation for it. Because I learned as a storyteller how to appreciate how much like mood setting goes into it and how much like tension building and atmosphere building goes into it. And so if somebody makes a good horror story, they are a master of that medium. They understand the ins and outs of whatever medium they're working in, right? Because it requires a very like intimate understanding of whatever media you're in order to actually effectively scare anybody. And I went on a whole rant on that when I was on Ben's podcast because we were reviewing Uzumaki.
Also, I don't mean to do this again, but my boyfriend needs to call me now.
Oh my goodness. Peru says, because you can have a scary story without having a horror story. I suppose.
That's true, because there's psychological thrillers and stuff like that. Anyways, I will hopefully not take too long.
Alright, do what you gotta. I will hang out with chat for a second. So, yeah, no, but like, scaring somebody is hard to do in any medium because it's so easy to rationalize it or so easy to dispel tension on your own, right? Like if the acting is off, you can make fun of the acting and completely dispel the tension. If you're playing a video game, you can just do something stupid with your character, or maybe ragdoll physics will look off, and then it's over, it's done, right? I need to... I'm gonna do this. Yeah, there we go. Maybe do me the Science Trilogy by Dino and Clark, big inspiration. Tell me more! What's it like? I don't know. I have never heard of that. It is not, an author I'm familiar with. D. Nolan Clark. Let me look at that up. D. Nolan Clark. So it's just 10,000 ways and this one guy slowly going insane while shooting up aliens. Sounds fun. I have heard stories, there's lots of fun stories that, where you could just watch somebody's slow mental collapse. Decent science, cool world building. Cool. Perhaps at some point. I'm not much of a novel reader though, you know? I don't read novels. I've tried. There are novels I've enjoyed, but it's very difficult for me to get into reading. Probably the ADHD, you know? That is a big source of my challenges and frustrations with a lot of media. Is a lot of them don't get along well with my ADHD, or some of them get along too well with my ADHD. You can't read unless you hyperfix. I get it. I understand. So yeah, I basically can't take novel recommendations, right? As much as I'd like to. Because, like, I'm not gonna read that. Yeah, like, I have a freaking, like... I got a book over there, there's a big collection of Agatha Christie. I have no clue when I'm getting through it. I want to. I like Agatha Christie. That's easy reading. But, you know, it's difficult to do. Oh, by the way, I made an addendum to the title above us. Chat, feel free to ask us whatever you'd like. Meanwhile, I don't have a pen. I would start drawing a mustache onto the creature here. But it's not doable. Actually, hold on. I might have a... I'm not disabling that block. Shelby was here, I could start a chat versus stream a debate about Overwatch 2 or something. Hey, Varu, you gotta go play that Gundam Overwatch? It's been trending all day. It's Overwatch but Gundam. It's robots. Yeah. So there's a new Gundam game coming out. That's basically just Overwatch with Gundams. I think I have a beta starting up soon. It's out? No. I think there's a beta. I think some people can have access to it here pretty quick. Actually, hold up. I needed that. If we... Nope. It is one of those PNGs. It isn't a true PNG. Thought so. Oh, too much effort. The big thing today was the San Francisco Shock versus Overwatch 2 Blast show match. I don't know what that means. Hello, Shelby. Yeah, Gundam is still trending because a lot of Overwatch players want to jump ship from Overwatch to something, right? And currently Gundam is looking like the best alternative. It's not out, but there was a trailer. I think there's a beta.
So,
yes.
What was the hat and the mustache?
I was gonna put a mustache on you.
That's rude. I already started typing. I was like, if you do this to me, I will scream.
Veru, what do you mean deleting entire archetypes? I don't know what you're talking about here. I do not understand.
They're off tanks. So it used to be 6v6, but now it's gonna be 5v6. So they're removing a tank.
So 5 versus 5?
Yeah.
Okay.
5v5.
I understand.
And a lot of the heroes in the tank category I play are off tanks, so I have to learn how to play them as tanks through their reworks.
I mean, I don't want to downplay people's frustrations too much because I understand that, you know, things could get super frustrating with new releases, especially with Overwatch. But
it's just frustrating that that's the only category that's really gonna have to adapt. It's not like they're separating the DPS into attack and defense again, or anything like that, you know.
I just kind of feel like, you know, as you know, from a fighting game perspective, I've been through a number of releases, and making big adjustments for a new release is just one of those things you got to do, right?
Yeah,
and
it's only the tanks that have to suffer.
Like okay, because Guilty Gear, right? They completely changed the chain combo system. You had to completely relearn how to control the game.
Ooh.
Because, like, typically how Guilty Gear worked, right, is if you press one button, you can press another button of the same or higher strength, and it will just combo into the other button. It's a smooth chain, so you can press, like, punch, kick, slash, heavy slash, and it will just be a smooth chain of each of those buttons, right? Is it will just cancel one animation into the next one, right? They made it so you can only do that from, like, slash to heavy slash, so you get, like, much shorter strings. So you can't go... So, like, punch doesn't combo into anything but command normals. Kick doesn't combo anything but command normals. So the punch and kick are there, but you can't, like, chain them into each other.
Interesting.
Yeah, and then, like... So you have to start your chains with slash if you want to actually chain into anything at all. So they completely changed it to make it far more limited and far more simplified. And then they made it so your air dash has, like, 5 years of startup on it, so that you're easier to anti-air. So you have like a small like delay before you do a forward air dash. Not a back one though. Back ones are fine. But a forward air dash, your character hovers for a second before actually shooting forward. So the game just feels a lot stiffer and with a lot less like chain combos on purpose. Yeah, Veru, you have to condition people to get that get a close sash to happen. I know, right? because he's a set play character that locks people down to press that button. No, it's hard to do. It's hard to do. It's legitimately hard to do.
You're telling me I have to adapt in a video game?
Yes!
Reported for spamming.
But yeah, no, big adaptations are just one of those things, and so whenever there's a new fighting game in a legacy franchise, right, people freak the fuck out until they get used to it, right?
Yeah, let me see. Because, like, they announced, like, the alpha and opt-ins for the beta
Okay.
and stuff.
Yeah, Varu
recently.
over here is just lamenting the fact that after playing Rivals of Aether, he actually has to learn neutral now.
That's fair. Yeah, let's see. In the PvP beta in late April, it'll display the 5v5 system, a new hero, 4 new maps, a new game mode, and hero reworks for Orisa, Doomfist, Bastion, and Sombra.
And not everyone?
Well, there's other changes that have been going on, I think, but those are like the big full reworks, I guess.
Right.
Because Bastion used to be very stationary, and now being stationary for him's on a cooldown.
Oh. Weird.
Which is interesting. Yeah, I don't get it.
You know, if it was somebody like other than Blizzard, I would have some faith in their like changes.
Right.
Right, because Guilty Gear is just like, oh, you're doing some weird fucking shit right now, but I bet it's gonna be a good game still, and it was. It's a very good game, but it's like different.
Right.
You know, so there was some faith that it was gonna end up good, and it did, but it certainly ruffled some feathers.
He can move in his turret form now, but that's on a cooldown.
Oh, okay. So, that's cool.
That's scary. Because just imagine a machine gun going across a choke and just spraying you. Just
adapt.
And I've heard through the grapevine of people who are friends with Overwatch League players that Sombra's busted, and during their practice matches, they had to agree that nobody was going to choose Sombra.
Well,
and she's one of the heroes that are in the rework for the late beta.
It's a beta.
Opt-in.
Of course somebody's going to be busted.
Yeah.
That's how it works. Like, you need somebody to play it so you can figure out how to fix them.
Yeah, but like, the fact that 2 teams agreed not to use a hero, that's
Listen,
a lot.
Two
teams show no mercy. They use Doomfist rollouts from the ceiling.
Dude, I just did like months ago the Dungeon Fighter beta, and I had to deal with like Crusader. Like, just put a wall behind you and just smack you with a hammer that has infinite vertical range, and you can't move backwards.
Huh.
And you can just press it over and over again. It does like a 60% combo on one button.
They lied about the stun thing because hack is basically an insta stun. It's an insta stun? So you freeze for like a fraction of a second or something?
Yeah, like,
is that
guys,
what I'm gathering here?
Don't overplay those sorts of things before launch, right?
Oh, so it doesn't have a cast cooldown or a cast I guess cooldown. Not cooldown. Cast time? Yeah. If it's not reactable, then that's really busted, because heroes like Zenyatta just become little. She can do it in invis. No.
That sounds cheap.
You can't do that when you're invis. That's toxic.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna say that, you know, don't panic.
Oh yeah, I just know that I would get pissed during a beta.
Yeah, no, betas. You're playing games in there while they're not done yet. You're playing games when they're shit, right?
Oh,
Betas
yeah,
are
truly.
shit. Everyone knows this. You just want to see how fun it is, right?
Yeah.
And you want to get information so the developers can make it less shit. So,
To
like,
sign up for the beta, yeah. A few of the people in the syndicate server are signed up.
I'm not surprised. You got some big Overwatch fans there.
Yeah.
I, of course, will not be playing it on this channel. I don't know what an Overwatch is.
I don't know what an Overwatch is.
I'm probably not going to play Gundam on the channel either. I'm not a big shooter guy. I'll probably still try Gundam, because it's, it's Gundam Overwatch. It's just Overwatch. Right. But, like, it's not my purview there. Honestly, nobody even watches me play fighting games on this channel.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, I mean, aside from Beyblade.
Let it rip.
Yeah. What a great launch. Bladers, make your file adjustments. Oh, that was a hit. That was a moment in our lives. It's amazing.
Truly.
Beautiful, beautiful stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no. It's, man, people are trying to edge in on Overwatch's space, I've noticed, right?
Yeah, it's very weird,
It's natural, though, because, like, when you have one big success, everybody wants to duplicate that success or build on that success, right? Thanks, Sparks! Appreciate it.
It's a Friendiversary, though.
It's a best Friendiversary.
We're not dating.
Yeah, we're standing all the way across the screen because we're not gay. But yeah, no.
Funny idea. Game Exchange or Shelby does a retro fighting game stream, and then Sansa plays Overwatch.
I'm not buying Overwatch. I'm not doing that.
The winner here is for real. Truly.
Yeah.
Truly.
But yeah, so, I mean, I would love to teach you how to play a fighting game. I'm just not sure, like, which one you would enjoy.
None. Because I don't do combos at all.
Well, it's muscle memory. It's learned. Right?
Oh yeah, no. I would cry.
It's okay. It's not that hard.
I've put hundreds of hours into Overwatch and I can barely do the stuff there.
Oh, that's different. A lot of fighting games you just press like
muscle memory.
A lot of fighting games you just press like light, medium, heavy. You got a combo. It's not that hard. It's cool. It's easy.
Sure.
Yeah, it's the hard combos that are hard. Cause like every fighting, like you got like
a hard combo.
Yeah,
that's hard.
Yeah, and that's the thing. You got two kinds of combos, right? You got these big like 30-hit long strings that like do like tons of damage and last like half the match, and then you have the hard combos where like you do like light punch, medium kick, auto. That's way harder. Because like. But yeah, no, for advice on how to play neutral? Okay, so, you want to stand at the range where you could jump over the other guy's Hado and kick him in the face.
Hadouken!
Shoryuken! No, that's neutral. That's how you do it.
This is neutral.
Figure out what button, what range, where you want to stand, where your button is better than the opponent's button. If you have the same range, you might be fucked.
Oof. So to play main tank, you walk into them and they die.
Solid, cool. I mean,
Alternatively, if they have at least one hero that can stun you, you walk into them and then you die.
Okay, but me dying means other people don't die.
No. You can just flank behind and kill your supports.
But yeah, no, so... Yeah, no, okay, so actually I can think of two fighting games I might throw at you if I were to throw at you some fighting games.
Overwatch. Yeah.
It actually wouldn't be Street Fighter.
Good.
Okay. It'd be maybe Last Blade. Because Last Blade, for one, is gorgeous with great music. And it has like this samurai movie kind of drama to it. Pokken is really easy to play. Pokken is simple shit. Pokken's great starting fighting game. It's got some
I
weird
could play
mechanics though.
Gengar. I
Yeah,
could play Gengar.
yeah. So because you
My
can just like
grandma's son.
you press 3 buttons and then like special like it's like Smash Bros special moves, right?
Oh, okay.
So and you can just like chain into them out of your normal combos because it has like two phases, right? One where you're like it's like full 3D game, you just shoot and blast at each other, right? And then if you
Yeah.
hit each other, it goes to a 2D game. And then the
Oh.
2D game is like the most basic of 2D fighting games. And it feels good. It's a good game. I played it with Aldrya and she liked it. Bug is a good starter fighting game. It's got Chandelure as a character.
I guess I don't have that email. I thought I did. That's unfortunate.
Aw. But yeah, no,
Kinda cringe.
yeah, Gengar's there. But like the other one I might consider is Battle Fantasia because it's cute. It's got like a RPG fantasy theme. It's got like damage numbers when you smack each other,
Oh.
and it has some really fun, goofy characters. Like the main character is Baby. He's just a little
Baby.
knight boy with a huge sword.
Me.
Oh, it's a good game. It's a great game, in fact, but it's one of Arc System Works like lesser talked about games, even though it's like historically super important.
Interesting.
Because it is one of the earliest fighting games that uses 3D graphics on a 2D fighting game that doesn't feel like shit.
Oh.
Because like most 2D fighting games that use 3D graphics felt like shit because all the 3D models would interpolate their animations and try to make them smoother. So it was really hard to make controls feel fluid when, you know, characters would be locked into long animations. So it was really, really hard to make a fighting game in 3D that felt good. And then Battle Fantasia happened, and it actually made a 2D fighting game with 3D graphics that felt good. And then Capcom looked at that for figuring out how to make Street Fighter 4 work. So it is a direct
Interesting.
influence on Street Fighter 4.
Hey, do you want to change topics real quick for a little bit?
Absolutely. What are we talking about?
This is important.
Yep.
So, do you remember the fiasco a few years ago, when Elon Musk and Grimes had their first kid?
Right, they had another kid, didn't they?
Yeah. So do you wanna discuss that real quick? 'Cause
What's their kid's
I
name?
have. Okay, so originally, the first kid was X. Oh shoot. X Ash Archangel, I think is what it was translated to.
Yes, that's how it's supposed to be pronounced, I believe.
Yeah. And then, so, the newborn is Exa Dark Sidrael Musk.
I see!
They call her Musk, or they call her Y.
Why?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright.
So I will send you the name.
So that I can attempt to decipher what I'm looking at?
Exa Dark Sidrael Musk.
Exa Dark Sidrael. Okay, well... There's a bit more to go off of for figuring out how to pronounce it without, like, checking
At
their
least-
sources.
Yeah, at least there's like there's words there.
Yeah, there.
And then
Yes. I can't. I can't with that.
Exa is a nod to exaflops, a supercomputing term that refers to systems that can calculate 1 quintillion floating point operations per second.
My
Grams explained where it references the unknown.
my god, what nerds.
Grimes and Elon's relationship dates back to 2018, thanks to their mutual appreciation for jokes about AI.
This is the equivalent of Japanese people picking Western names for their kids and still spelling them in kanji, even if these kanji have nothing to do with the pronunciation. Yeah, like Light Yagami. They somehow spelled the word light in kanji.
That's pretty insane.
Yeah. It is pronounced as the English word light. That's just his name.
Huh.
Yeah, they didn't localize that.
That's impressive, honestly.
It involves puns. I think there's actually a point when like a character reads out his name and they read it wrong because it doesn't look like it should be pronounced like light. Man, Death Note was good.
Some people should not be allowed to name their children.
It's rich people privilege, right? Where they don't
Yeah, it
they don't have
truly
to
is.
worry about what people think about them because they're fucking rich.
Weirdest celebrity
Oh,
baby
that's a
names.
rabbit hole right there.
Weird celebrity baby names. Alright.
Man, I'd go with some
Website
Scottish
has
like
ad
Connor
blocker.
or Duncan. That's what I would do.
Hopefully this website doesn't yell at me for having an ad blocker.
It will. Totally
Okay.
will.
Baby Mint.
Baby Mint.
Yeah, so the name is Mint.
Okay, that's not too bad. Mint's kind of cute.
Wait, Katy Perry and Orlando Bloom are together?
Oh.
What? Who's gonna tell me that?
Oh, it wasn't gonna be me because I didn't know that. Those neither of those people have had any relevance to my life like ever. Like I remember like after Lord of the Rings and Pirates of the Caribbean, like like Orlando Bloom had no reason to be mentioned to me.
That's
even
fair.
though my sisters totally had posters of him on their wall growing up.
Huh.
Right?
Okay, we've got more. Blue Bell Madonna and Montague George Hector Horner.
I like that one. Oh, so Varu, you're saying that Legolas can't be with a woman because he's with Gimli. Got it.
Got it.
It became Will Turner. Will Turner was with a woman. Will Turner's canonically straight. Like you can't even argue on that one.
Alright, we've got more goodies. Culture.
Culture.
Spelled with a K.
Oh. So we got Macross in here this time.
Culture. So, by the way, this is rapper Cardi B's kid. By the way, so just letting you know.
I don't know who that is.
Culture. She's the important part is that she's black.
Okay.
That's the important part here. So her daughter's name is Culture with a K, Kiari Cephas. You know how close that is to being not good of initials?
What?
KKC. That. Ew.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
We've got Baby Bear.
I can understand why that happened at least.
Baby Gravity.
Baby Gravity.
Baby Harlow Winter Kate. And
Okay.
Baby Sparrow James Midnight.
That one's got a little bit of an edgelord appeal though.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, like, hey, my name's Sparrow. That's, you know what? I fully support that one. I would name a kid Sparrow. That's a cool name.
Baby Egypt and Baby Genesis.
Okay. Also my favorite Sega console.
It's named after the Bible.
Well, it is. Biblical names are a tradition.
Baby Radix. Raddix.
Right. Okay. All right. At least you could pronounce it, right?
Yeah. Baby Moroccan.
Baby Moroccan. Sparrow's my favorite.
Baby Pilot Inspector.
What?
Inspector is spelled Inspektor.
With a K even. Oh my god.
Baby Kal-El.
Kal-El?
So it's Kal-El.
Yeah, it's Superman's name. That's Superman's Kryptonian name.
Do you want to take a guess at which celebrity
No, just tell
name?
me.
No, you gotta guess him. I already gave you. He's a guy. He's older. And he's known for being very funny in movies.
Shelby, you know my brain always hangs up in situations like this. You know I can't do it.
One of his quotes is, "I want to take his face off." Or wait, was that? Yeah.
Just tell me who it is.
Nicolas Cage.
Oh my God, Nicolas Cage named his kid Kal-El.
Yeah.
You know what? You know what? Fine. You know what? I'll accept that one because it's Superman. Thing is, it's a Hebrew name.
That's great.
Yeah, is all the Kryptonian names are Hebrew because there's some not so subtle subtext that they're all Jewish.
All right, I got some good ones.
Real quick, let me check up on chat.
King K. Rool.
Do you know that the credits at the Final Boss of Donkey Kong Country? I believe. I mean, I can't really remember what it's like right now, but I believe I've heard about it before.
I haven't played DK Country in forever.
In their defense, the letter C must be stopped at all cost. I like the letter C. I like the letter C.
Yeah, your name has a C in it.
Yeah, it does. I'd prefer a C to a K in my name.
Okay. So I've got two more while we're on the topic. So we've got baby Zoltan.
Zoltan.
And baby Moxie Crime Fighter.
Moxie Crime Fighter.
This is Penn Jillette from Penn and Teller Magical Duo.
Oh. Huh.
Yeah.
You know what? I fully support this.
I don't know these two, but they've got a baby named Bear Blue.
Okay.
Like Bear in the Big Blue House. Sylvester Stallone's kids are Sage Moonblood Stallone.
Okay.
Sergio spelled Seargeoh. And Sistine. Like the Sistine Chapel.
They're not that bad. Like, Sage is a name you can live with.
Yeah, but it's the whole thing together.
Yeah, just
the Moonblood.
Moonblood.
I
love the edgy ones. I love when they're just a little bit edgelord.
Here's a good one for you. Baby Audio Science.
Audio Science.
Yes.
Hoopst did that one.
I don't know this person. Shannon Sossaman.
Yeah, I don't know that. I don't know their name. I don't know their names.
I don't know this next. I don't know most of the people on this list. We've got babies Birdie Lay and Cricket Pearl.
Cricket Pearl. Okay, but like, Cricket, that's not that bad. It's not that bad. You could live with the name Cricket.
We've got three names here. So we've got baby Puma Sapti, baby Seven Sirius, and baby Mars Merkaba.
These are special names. These are very special names.
We've got oh, I have to spell this one out. Baby Princess Tiami Crystal. Tiami spelled Tiaamii.
I see.
We've oh no. Baby Moon Unit.
Moon Unit.
Baby Dweezil.
Dweezil.
That's spelled Tweezil. Baby Ahmet Emuka and baby Diva Muffin.
Diva Muffin. That's adorable. You see, some of these though I actually kind of like. Some of them I'm okay with. Some of these are like, because here's
there's different categories
the
here.
perspective that you have to look at any of these names, right?
Yeah.
Is first off, like, If you had this name, could you go through your life without having to legally change it at some point? Second,
Right.
if you were a child, right, and there was a classmate with that name, would you make fun of them?
Right.
Right? Is this just like, because somebody has to survive childhood with whatever name you give them, right? They have to go
Yeah,
through
that's
that,
so terrible.
right? So you have to pick a good one, right?
Right.
Which is why most people are pretty conservative with name choices. They go with like stuff that's pretty like typical, right? They don't want to. They don't want to like. They don't like. It's generally a bad idea to name your kid after a
definitely.
Game of Thrones character before the show ends, for instance.
Right. Yeah.
And probably shouldn't name your kid Kyrie. But the actually, I kind of want to make an Alice character named Kyrie because her parents named her after the Kingdom Hearts character as a kid, so she just has to live with it.
No, not Game of Thrones. Okay. We'll put you out of your misery. We've got more names.
Yeah. Besides, you could move on to other fantasy fare to get your mind off of that, like Elden Ring.
Oh no. Okay, so we've got baby Bronx Mowgli.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bronx Mowgli. That's an
Yeah.
interesting combination of words. That
Yeah.
feels like it has intentionality.
I guess, yeah. We've got baby Indio Falconer. Baby Avery Roel.
Gotcha.
And baby Exton Elias.
Exton Elias. Okay. See, some of these I think make sense if you're like naming a character in a novel or something, or in like a TV show. Some of these are like,
Yeah.
oh, somebody's name is Cricket. All right, cool. Right? It's whatever.
Falconer Punch.
Falcon Punch. I can't even do it.
So here's some context for the next one because it's important. So this is Rob Morrow's kid, and Rob Morrow had a kid and named her Tu.
I just had to look up who Banana Yoshimoto is. Oh, well, that's a pen name. It's a good pen name, but it's a pen name.
Right.
Um,
So the daughter's name is Tu Morrow.
Tomorrow. I understand. I get
That's painful. I hate that.
it.
So.
You just reminded me of I have watched all of Quentin Review's video on Victorious. I watched the whole damn thing.
You watched the whole thing? I'm only like an hour in.
I watched both of them all the way through.
I'm only an hour in on the second one.
Varu, Banana Yoshimoto, that is her pen name. She picked that name. Anyway, so they bring out, there's a character named Burf. Burf, who shows up towards the end of like the last season, so he's not there for very long.
Oh.
And apparently he is the result of a, I do not know the story, please share. But anyway, he was the result of an in-joke among the cast.
Oh dear.
Where people in the cast were joking that it'd be funny to have a character named Burf Defect.
No.
Because, I mean, this was like, what, 2011? And they were just a bunch of teenagers or young adults, right? So that was their sense of humor. And the writers got in on this joke and decided to make it canon and name a character named Burf.
No. That's so tragic. That makes me sad.
But they, of course, this joke was only ever it was only ever an inside joke for the actors. It has only been talked about in like interviews because his last name was never made public during the run of the show. It was purely for the enjoyment of the actors already working on the show. So when this kid got the part, right, to be Burf, like he was talking to the other actors like, oh, what, it was like Liz Gillies, I think her name is, was just like, what, you don't know where nobody told us to explain it to you? And it's like, no. And it's just like, yeah, no, we were joking that we should have a character named Burf Defect. And
Aww.
And then they did. They did it. They put it in the show.
That makes me sad.
I think He might also. It was either him or like one other character. That's like the only like actually confirmed bisexual character in the show. Because of course it was early 2010s and it was purely for comedic value. It was, you know, not really taken seriously.
Jade made me bisexual.
You know, that's fair. That's
Yeah.
completely fair.
That's like a solid joke, but very pretty actress.
Very pretty. So Veru says, so basically her dad was super famous as a poet and she wanted to stand out. So she decided to change her name, which she refuses to sign in kanji, even her surname. So she writes it in hiragana of all things. So this is pure defiance. I appreciate that.
Interesting.
I can get behind pure defiance.
Okay, we've got some good ones.
Right?
Alright, so for context on this one, because like some of these have like little paragraphs that go with them. So this person had 9 children. So Jeremy, Autumn, Jafar, Dante, Dawn, Jermaine, Jamie, and Jordan. So those are the first 8 kids.
Right.
And then the 9th one, Your Majesty. Jermajesty.
Delightful. Beautiful. Perfect.
We've got Baby, Heavenly Hirani Tiger Lily.
Okay. I gotta go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. You continue
Alright.
telling the chat about these names. I will return.
But you need to hear them.
Well, just hang
They're
out with chat for a
funny.
second. I'll be right back.
They're funny.
They are funny. Return.
Okay. So, chat, what kind of prank do we want to pull? Should we ding dong ditch him? I think we should ding dong ditch him. I don't know how to do that, but quickly fly to Sansa's house with a ridiculous disguise mustache on. Oh, that's a several hour flight. And I don't think I have a way to get to a vehicle that can travel faster than your average plane. And then I'd have to land there, and then I'd have to take a taxi there, or an Uber, or rent a car. That's hard. Alternatively, learn instant transmission. I want to travel just below the speed of light. Is that something I can do? Because that way, you don't die. Because if you're moving at the speed of light, I don't remember what it is, but scientifically that's bad. But I hope everybody that is happening to be listening is having a good day. We've kind of got cozy comedy corner over here. Also, make sure to hit that follow button. So you can receive 300 Maddie coin, which can go towards playing Maddie Gotcha. Wait, is the stutter flash from instant transmission in Dragon Ball a form of Sharon-Kov radio? I don't know what that is. I mean, it might be. This is my headcanon now. That everybody that the stutter flash from instant transmission is Sharon-Kov radiation.
Okay, hold up.
Yeah.
Are we throwing in?
Wait. Ding dong.
Okay. Yes. Hello? Yeah.
I told them I wanted to ding dong ditch you.
Hold on. I have just been shared a clip that I was told about from Final Fantasy Origins.
Okay.
I'm going to share it on stream, and I'm going to share it with you as well.
Okay.
Hold up. I'm going to do a screen share. I just have a browser window now. Let me put it on window capture. Not that one. Okay. So I had to make this smaller. Put it behind us here. Yeah, that is how I'm going to do it. Alright. So let me pause my music for a second. And we're gonna full screen this. You ready?
Sure.
This is from the new Final Fantasy kind of Souls-like game that they're making.
Look, and crystals can sense each other.
You have one too, don't you?
My mission is to kill Chaos. That's all I know.
Me too.
Good. We're all on the same hunt.
I'm Jack.
Jed.
Ash.
Jed.
So that's how the main characters meet in this game.
So we have another bromance situation.
Yeah,
again?
absolutely. With absolutely no build up aside from this right here.
Ugh.
This is the first piece of screen time these characters share. Is they all just meet each other like this.
I hate it. Why can't we have any girl?
There is a girl.
Well, no, majority girls.
Okay.
We want a girl powwow.
That would be cool. I would play that. I would totally play a Final Fantasy game that's like 4 girls.
Girls rule the world.
But the last time they did that, it was awful. Because they did that with 10 too, and it was bad.
Yeah, but that was 10 too.
Well, actually, they did some really kind of neat things with it, because what they did was they made dress up a mechanic. So you have the dress spheres, where you get different outfits based on what job you set up the characters with. And some of them are awesome. And some of them are like big mascot outfits that are hilarious. And apparently as a mechanic it was actually super cool.
Huh.
Yeah. It's just that, it's just of course when the girls get a game you make a dress up mechanic, right? And they did it again with 13.3 with Lightning Returns because play as a girl. But all the outfits are good. Yeah, the mechanic's cool. So it was fine. It's just that the writing was bad.
Ew. That's ugh.
But yeah, no. So, what you may notice about their names though, with Jed and Jack and
Ash.
and Ash, they're all less than 4 letters.
Why?
Because this takes place in the same canon and universe as Final Fantasy 1, where you only had 4 letters to name all your characters.
That's hilarious.
So all their names are under 4 letters.
That's so dumb.
It's
I hate
perfect.
that.
Which means there is a girl, and she was there in the clip where freaking Jack over here like just like bullshit, and then plays Limp Bizkit on his phone and walks away. Because this man got isekai'd in, and he's supposed to be like burly, like hero man, right?
Oh my god.
But he still has his phone. It still works. So he just
Oh,
does
no.
shit with it.
No. No.
Yes. Oh,
Isekai Final Fantasy.
it's not even the first time. A lot like with like Tactics Advance, it was actually awesome though. But hold on. Stranger of Paradise, Limp Bizkit. All right. Here, I'm gonna turn the volume, full screen this.
Wait, aren't we gonna get copyright?
Don't worry about it. I don't care. It's like 15 seconds. Here you go.
Bullshit.
That's real. That happens. That was in the demo. That's unedited.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes. For the record, this game is made by Team Ninja. These are the same people who made Neo and Ninja Gaiden, as well as Dead or Alive.
I hate this.
This game is clearly supposed to be stupid. This game is clearly stupid on purpose.
Ugh. That hurts my heart. That's too much for me.
Oh, it's hilarious. It's too funny to me. Oh, there's a full scene right here where oh, why are they all in their boxers?
Oh no. Why?
I wish I
More
knew.
Limp Bizkit?
We don't need that right now. We don't need to.
Don't. Okay. Let's return to the funny baby names. Haha. Haha.
I don't know, man. I could talk about Final Fantasy.
We got Baby Diesel and Baby Denim. We got Baby Snowfilmon.com. Snow spelled SNO. Filmon.com.
I don't know why. I don't know why this is. I don't know why. I can't explain that you just told me. I cannot explain that. I wish I could. I wish I understood.
Baby Satchel.
Baby Satchel. What do you? I don't know about that one. What?
What?
What did you say? Oh, you said who?
Baby.
Okay, I misheard you.
Baby Ode Mountain.
Ode Mountain.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you going through the entire list?
We're almost at the end.
Okay.
Baby Buddy Bob.
Buddy Bob. That's my cat.
And Buzz Michelangelo.
Buzz Michelangelo. Okay.
Baby Spurgeon.
Spurgeon.
Okay, that's the last one that's like actually like really weird.
Yeah.
So-
I'm just reminded of the Inside Job episode with Buzz Aldrin. That was funny. At the end, they
So,
asked.
are you gonna name your baby one of those names?
Swallow's not bad. Swallow's like not terrible. There are actually some of those that are like you can understand how they at least got to that like solution, right? Got to that end point. Then there's like and then there's Ash Archangel.
Oh, that was number 1 on the list, by the way.
Oh, of course it
I
was.
think we already discussed that. So we need to-
I'm noticing that I'll His stream has a party now.
Aw, she's got a little party.
I'm actually very happy. I get sad when she doesn't have people hanging out with her because, you know, it's Ultra. I don't like Ultra. And sometimes I
Yeah.
can't always hang around. But she's
Right.
got DNA and Fox. It's good. It's good.
Good, good.
There's a family that tried to name their kid Keyboard Smash. Got it.
Oh, yeah, yeah. It was supposed to. Oh, I can't remember what the name was supposed to be pronounced like. But it was funny. Albin. Yeah, that's what it is.
Are they, okay, so I'm not a linguist.
Yeah?
How does that work exactly?
It doesn't.
Are they just making a statement about the arbitrary nature of language?
Yes, I think so.
Okay, got it.
That's too many characters, though.
It's a lot.
I don't know, man. Swedish is a weird language.
I don't know much about Swedish. All I know about is Swedish fish. Man, I want Swedish fish now.
Ew.
What?
Ew.
What do you mean you?
Ew. Ew.
No, not you.
Ew.
It's delicious. Beautiful.
Swedish fish are
Beautiful snack.
disgusting, dude.
No, they're not disgusting. They're great.
Yeah, they are. They're gross.
You're gross.
Ugh. They're like rubbery.
Yeah, so?
So that doesn't taste good in my mouth.
It tastes good in my mouth.
Yeah,
Oh, I had a pickup line from there and I decided not to use it. It's just like, no, it would have been too bad. It would have been too bad. Another Sweden is just called Fisk.
Fisk.
You know what? Let's check. Swedish fish. I don't know nothing about this. Oh, okay. So it was made by a Swedish candy producer for the U.S. market. So they were trying to market on being a Swedish candy, even though it was made. Okay, in Sweden. In Sweden, a large share of confectionery sales are sold as pick and mix. Wine gums are sold in many different shapes, of which fish is just one. Swedish fish candy is marketed under the name Pastel Fisker, literally pastel fish, and under the Malico brand, among others. The fish-shaped candies are also part of the Malico bags of mixed candy. This candy bag has been sold for many years. While it is well known among the Swedish people, it is not very popular in Sweden. Got it. Ah. Oh, it has a list of ingredients on Wikipedia. Sugar, invert sugar, corn syrup, modified cornstarch, citric acid, natural and artificial flavors, white mineral oil, carnauba wax manufactured in Canada, or beeswax manufactured in Turkey, red dye number 40, yellow dye number 6, yellow dye number 5, and blue dye number 1. I mean, when I went to Iceland, there was an entire section of the grocery store dedicated to being exotic, and it was all frozen food, flexing how American it was. I have seen pictures of grocery stores in the UK doing that. Which is like, hey, all American food. So we have like frozen hamburgers and like Oreos and like Reese's Puffs and all like the most recognizable like store brand stuff, like the big brand name nonsense, you know?
Yeah, there was like there's one of those in like Italy too.
Look at this mac and cheese made in the incredibly foreign land of Minnesota. So wacky.
Minnesota.
Yeah. There was actually a video essay I almost watched about this, but it just wasn't the mood at the time, that mentioned the exoticization of American foods in other countries. Because, I mean, we do that to other countries. We have our ethnic foods aisle. We do that.
Yeah.
In Paris, I used to pass street vendors selling big American hot dog.
Big American hot dog. Hot dog. Big American hot dog.
Should I go onto the other chat real quick just to ask Fox to say that in his Parisian accent? Because he could do a hilarious French accent. It's amazing.
and French be oh
Hot
no.
dog. Hot dog.
oh like hospital.
Yes.
L'hopital rule. That's familiar to you, ain't it, Peru?
Big American
Giga Americano.
hot dog. Hot dog.
Dog.
Okay. Should I go ask Fox? I'm gonna go ask Fox to do that.
No.
Okay, alright, you're right.
That's too much.
I think it's not enough.
That's big.
Chat, ask us anything. Ask us,
Please.
yes, ask us, things, and we will share with you answers.
Our deepest, darkest secrets.
Deepest. Next time Shelby and I are VC, I will speak only in Banlie's.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that is either.
Hee.
Oh boy. Oh, that was too much for me.
Too much.
Too much.
We're down with the sickness.
And then,
And
Cooney,
then we threw.
and then Cooney plays Fall Guys. We might raid Cooney later.
Who?
The artist in our server
Oh.
draws like the Grand Chase stuff.
Oh. Fall Guys. Ultimate knockout.
It is the most aggressive French accent.
Oh, God.
Yes.
Please
That-
ask us questions before I throw a chair at you.
Absolutely. Please submit your queries. Fox does do a really funny French accent though. It's really funny.
That is true.
Ah, boy. Let's see. Final Fantasy is trending right now, and I actually don't know why.
Probably because of the new. The thingy?
The thing that we just looked at. I don't know about. I clicked it earlier and I didn't see it there.
I don't know then.
Yeah, my sister had to link me to it, which I'm glad because it's fantastic.
It is a lot emotionally.
This is like, hey, our crystals. Which, by the way, it's in line with the canon of the original Final Fantasy. Is you had 4 heroes. It's like, hey, we got crystals. These crystals are telling us to do things. That's basically the story. And then it involves breaking a time loop.
Ah,
Yeah, the original.
like Groundhog Day?
Yeah, like Groundhog Day. Is apparently there was a time loop in which like freaking Chaos or whatever is like went back in time to make himself more powerful, so you have to go back in time in order to kill him so you can break the time loop that he started in order to get himself more power. Which is an unusually complex plot for the first Final Fantasy game.
Right.
It's the first one. Also, Final Fantasy is fairly well known for like starting as a fantasy series and then getting progressively more sci-fi as it goes.
Makes sense.
But like no, it started sci-fi. It was always sci-fi. The time travel, and there is a war mech. There is a mech that you have to fight.
Oh, yeah, that's very sci-fi-y.
Yeah, the war mech is famous for being the first super boss in Final Fantasy, and it is fucking ridiculous. It has like a really like low chance of showing up in the final room of the game, and it will wreck your shit. So yeah, fun stuff. Which kind of started this whole lineage of like Omega, and then Omega ended up in my D&D campaign.
Right.
So I had to completely make new lore though.
Yeah, you did. You're like, I'm gonna take all these things I like and I'm gonna throw them and
No,
somehow make them kind of make sense.
that was Gyron's fault.
That's fair.
It's 100% Gyron's fault. But I had to make it work for my story. I was gonna have Anne Marie show up as a big robot thing from like before I started the campaign. I just knew that was gonna happen. So it was more just like I can work this in to add more context to what I was already going to do.
If you had a handful of iodine 131, strontium 90, and cesium 137, and you had to swallow one, put one in your pocket, and throw the other one, which would it be?
I don't know what those are.
Elements.
I
Well,
don't.
not just element, it's a specific. I haven't taken chemistry in over 6 years.
For real. I went to college.
They're all radioactive? Okay. So this isn't like a trick question kind of.
So-
Well, it is a trick question.
So we're dead anyway.
You know, iodine stains? I'll throw that.
I I do not know the answer to this question. What I would do is, okay, here's what I would do. All right, let me look.
Light the cesium. Because if you say it weird, it sounds like cheese.
I do not have the
Yeah.
information to solve this riddle. I do not.
Am I right? And I did still die.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to pass on this one. I could pass.
No, but you have them in your hand.
I'm gonna put them in a bottle. I'm gonna put them in a jar. Just let them
Nope.
all mix. I'm gonna like close the jar and I'm gonna throw it.
No, you have to consume at least one though.
I'll consume the aftermath of throwing it at somebody.
No. You have to consume first. I think you should just make them into a cocktail.
Just like I'm dead anyway. Down the hatch.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
so I mix it in
exactly.
the jar and I just make one hell of a cocktail.
Yeah.
And I hope that I can become the disco ball at the party afterwards.
I don't like the thought of that. All I can imagine is from like the SpongeBob movie where
Yeah.
SpongeBob is hanging on the ceiling.
Yeah, exactly. But like I'm glowing. Just my skin's like bright neon green and just spinning around.
Yeah. The answer my professor gave is you consume the gamma ray emitter because it penetrates your skin anyway. You put the alpha emitter in your pocket. Well,
Yeah, I didn't know what any of those were.
which one's which?
Yeah, I don't know what those are. Because like okay, so here, for real, let me tell you something about myself. I went to college twice. Right? Once in high school and once after high school, like years after high school, okay? I took art classes both times, 2 political science classes, and 1 art history class, and that is the grand total of my college education. I never took a math class, I never took an English class, and I sure as hell did not take a science class.
I
So
got
I don't
told
know
I'd
what any
fail
of
my
that's-
calculus class.
I don't know what any of that stuff is. Besides, when I took the placement test, I did shit on the math test because their math test was bad.
Ooh.
I don't know the question! I don't understand it!
It's just a funny question.
It's just a funny question. You know what else is a funny question? Hey, Schlep.
Yeah.
Would you hug a skunk or a honey badger?
I would ask permission first. And I would hopefully hug both. But if neither of them wanted to hug me, I would be respectful. I
don't.
want them to be consenting forbidden cats.
I understand. Forbidden cats.
Yeah.
Eh, you know what kind of pet I'd never wanted?
What?
Ferret.
They're just little guys.
I've heard them described as chaos noodles.
Yeah. Sounds about
They
right.
might be more chaotic than I need from an animal.
Cats are really chaotic. What do you mean?
Yeah, well, cats will just stop and sleep on you. And you
Yeah, a
can pick
ferret could probably.
ferrets just go.
Are they just liquid?
Yeah, they just go. They just do. And they shit all over your carpet. You can't stop it.
Well, that's why you train it. You potty train. You teach them how to use the toilet. Like my dad tried to teach Emmy to use the toilet.
Well, cats you can actually teach how to use a toilet.
I believe a ferret could be smart enough.
I don't. But I also
Well,
like maybe I don't know enough about ferrets to really be able to say.
Yeah.
Like I think that like I was just been satisfied with dogs and cats, honestly. I think the only like exotic pet I would want is maybe a fox because they're cute.
I want a raccoon.
Raccoon, I understand.
Is a fox your favorite forbidden cat?
It might be.
I also really like red pandas.
Foxes, if they're on your bed sheets, will like hop up and down the bed sheets because they think it's snow and they're trying to get the small animals out of your bed.
Oh no, that's so cute.
It's adorable. But actually, lions. Lions, I would want to chill with a lion because lions.
Forbidden big cat.
Yeah, well, lions, if they like you, because you have to like know them as a cub, right? Grow up with them, right? But if they
of course.
like you, they just give you massive hugs and smooch you. They're big love cats.
That's valid.
Yeah, because like I saw footage of this, like there's this lady, like a lion ran away from the zoo, and a lady like took care of it as a cub, and like housed it and fed it until the zoo came and picked it back up, right? And then she went over and visited this lion later, and even though this lion was behind bars, it was clearly excited to see her, and like got up on its hind legs and gave her a huge hug through the bars.
Oh my god, my heart.
And then like I saw this one guy who was hanging out with like animals in Africa, right? Of course he, made sure the camera crew was like very far away, right? He was very
Right.
careful about the whole thing, but that man could just sit and chill and cuddle with lions, and the lions, whenever you walked by, the lions would excitedly run up to him and give him big hugs.
Aw.
And they are super gentle if they like you. They would not hurt you. They wouldn't even dream of hurting you.
My favorite big cat is snow leopards.
Snow leopards are good.
I've seen videos of just people like cuddling with them. It's really
they're
sweet.
good.
They're big, like mitten paws, you know.
Yeah. Same
Big
dude.
cat is cool.
Same dude also hung out with hyenas. Not at the same time, of course, because that would be a
Right.
problem. He would start
That'd
a
be
war.
terrifying.
But yeah, no, he would hang out with hyenas, and the hyenas liked him too. And it was just like, and apparently, if hyenas like you, they're also super chill.
Aw.
But like, nah, I would hang out with a lion.
So, all I could think about with the hyenas is the Lion King.
Right, it was like fucking Whoopi Goldberg.
Yeah.
Yeah. My brother, my older brother, knows like be prepared by heart,
Aw.
and will sometimes just sing it randomly for fun, especially if there's a gag involved. But he just knows the whole thing. And I don't know why he taught himself this, but he did.
I don't know. Maybe he just really liked the song, huh?
I mean, it's good. That's valid. Lion King. Okay. I once made a tier list of Nicktoons. I kind of wonder what it would be like with Disney movies if I made a tier list.
Yeah.
Cause, all right, hold on. Zulu was on the list of languages I should at least know a bit of. along with Swahili. I don't know much about those languages.
Yeah.
I do not. But yeah, no. I mean, I've heard Swahili mentioned in Weird Al songs.
Interesting.
Yeah, because I mean, it was a song about a computer virus. It's definitely like a 2003 internet humor. You have a friend who knows Swahili? Also speaks Swahili. That's neat. That's super neat. Oh.
So I think I know what virus song you're thinking of.
Yeah,
it's like the
Wait, no, that was a chain letter one.
Yeah, it was. Shoot. I'm trying to remember. There was like a very specific part that is actually like trending, not really trending, but people use it on TikTok. It's kind of trending.
You know, I think my favorite Weird Al song is probably the Drive-Thru one.
Huh.
I fucking love that one.
Oh, I found the lyrics. It's the part that goes, oh, where is it? Turn off your computer and make sure it powers down. Drop it in a 43-foot hole in the ground. Bury it completely. Rocks and boulders should be fine. And burn all the clothes you may have worn at any time you were online. That part is it. Is the little part.
Weird Al played Milo Murphy in Milo Murphy's Law. Right, wasn't that like that show that was made by like the Phineas and Ferb team after Phineas and Ferb?
Yeah, the one that failed.
Yeah. I watched a video about it once, but didn't actually finish the video. So I don't actually know why it failed or what it was like. I just know that it existed. Weird Al was in that.
Yeah, and you know what's even weirder?
What's that?
The creator of Phineas and Ferb and also voice of Doofenshmirtz is kind of like very popular on TikTok.
Oh, okay.
It's so funny.
Yeah,
And it's even funnier because one time he was in his daughter's TikTok and everybody freaked out. It was the funniest thing ever.
Yeah, I've seen maybe 3 episodes of Phineas and Ferb in my life. I didn't watch that show.
It's just a wholesome show.
I didn't watch it because it was on Disney Channel, and I might
Right.
have been slightly too old for it. Cause like I had a deep-seated bias against Disney Channel as a kid because I was like, Disney's for girls, so I didn't watch Disney. Right?
Disney's girls.
Mythbusters is one. I love Mythbusters, but yeah, no. So like, Phineas and Ferb. When did this show even air?
I don't know.
2007 to 2015. Okay, so I would have been young enough to watch it, right? I mean, it ended when I would have outgrown the show, right? So if I go calculator, so I was 12 when the show started, and I'm like, okay, I would have watched it maybe if I watched Disney Channel as a kid, right? Because I didn't watch Kim Possible, right? And then Gravity Falls came later, and I only watched it like a month or 2 ago when I watched Gravity Falls, right? So, like the Disney Channel canon of what shows are good, what shows people watch, I just don't relate to. So when everybody was memeing on Sweet Life with Zach Cody, right? I didn't watch that show. So I had no reason. I didn't understand the memes. I didn't understand why everybody was memeing on that show. Because I didn't watch it. Right? I watched the Nickelodeon. I watched Drake and Josh, but I didn't watch iCarly.
Huh.
Right? Is like I kind of looked at it, I'm like I could tell I wasn't in the target audience, so I just bailed.
That's fair.
Cause like how old was I with iCarly?
Probably around the same age as the start of Phineas and Ferb, right?
It's slightly later. Yeah, 2007. So yeah, I would be 12.
Same year. Same year. I
So-
was right.
But
Get right.
I didn't care about iCarly. Like I saw it, and I kind of was like seeing through the Disney, the Nickelodeon sitcom bullshit, right? So occasionally I would watch Nickelodeon, and I just like iCarly came out, like I don't care. So I just didn't watch iCarly. I watched a bunch of other shit instead. So like, so it was like this show never mattered to me. This show never impacted me, which is funny that I watched like, you know, over 8 hours of video of a nerd ranting about it once. So like, you know,
Right.
but it's such it matters so little to me. I watched Amanda's show, right? I watched Drake and I was up to date with the Nickelodeon sitcom bullshit up to this point. And this is actually officially when I stopped. And I think I just wasn't watching as much TV at this point because I dropped off of cable earlier than most people did. Because like, and I never watched a single episode of Victorious.
Yeah, I would say that I watched way more iCarly than I did Victorious, but I didn't really watch a ton of either.
Yeah. I watched a lot of Drake and Josh.
Yeah, I think out of all those, most Drake and Josh.
Yeah, so there are shows that I am in the correct age bracket to have watched, and I simply did not.
Right.
Mostly because I saw them and like, that looks stupid. I'm not going to watch it.
You're stupid.
And I think part of it was just that my older brother, who's older than me and was growing out of some of these shows, right? His like skepticism and like negativity on a lot of things kind of rubbed off on me. So if my siblings weren't into it, I assumed that I shouldn't be into it, and so that I just wasn't.
Aww.
So that being said, now that I've seen, you know, probably an entire day's worth of rants about these Nickelodeon shows, I don't think I missed out on anything.
That's fair.
Like
That's definitely fair.
it's not a piece of childhood that I feel like, oh, I missed out on this really cool thing. No, I watched
Well,
Teen
yeah,
Titans and I watched Avatar.
Yeah.
I didn't keep up with Avatar. I should have kept up with Avatar. I ended up like marathoning it later, but like
Same.
Teen Titans was cool. I watched Justice League. I watched Batman. I watched plenty of great shows growing up. So it's just I don't feel.
Uh-huh.
So I never watched Pokemon anime. Yeah, Pokemon anime has like good parts. It's not a good show. It just has good things in the show, right? It has certain arcs and stories that are good, but it's still like it's a kids show. It's a really low budget kids show.
Shout out to Jesse wanting to become a Pokemon contest star. But yeah, that was part of my morning routine as a kid, you know? I'd shower, I'd get my cereal, and then I'd have like an hour until I had to leave, so I watched Bakugan into Pokemon. And then the bus would be down the street.
Yeah, I didn't watch Bakugan, mostly because I had caught on to the marketing scheme at that point, because I had already watched a shit ton of Beyblade.
See, I didn't watch any Beyblade, and I didn't catch on to any sort of marketing.
Yeah, so like by the time Bakugan hit, I understood that marketing scheme already. I was savvy to it because I'd already ridden that wave. I knew about Yu-Gi-Oh. I recognized what the marketing people were doing, right? Is they were trying to do the Yu-Gi-Oh thing, and that's not a bad thing in and of itself, right? Because if you make a fun toy and you make a good show, then who fucking cares, right? But the I just thought those specific things missed me, right? I remember watching Beat 'em On once, because they tried to localize so many of these things. But like, when did Bakugan? And then my nephew has some Bakugans.
Aw.
They had like the newest shows are actually American made, because I think this brand actually did better in America than in Japan.
Yeah, that feels about right.
And I think
don't know why, but-
I noticed that Man of Action was involved, so that's Ben 10 people working on it now.
Oh.
It wasn't good. I watched that show with my nephew. It wasn't good.
Yikes, that sucks.
Wait, Japanese Canadian anime adventure. So it was a Western Eastern co-production to begin with, and Sega was involved. Okay, interesting. But what I want to know is, when did this air? 2009 to 2010. So I would have been. I would have been 14.
Huh.
So yeah, I was a little bit out of that range, I think. Just slightly. Most difficult thing about the Japanese language isn't the triple writing system, the wacky synthetic grammar with SVO and post particles. Even it's the fact that Pokemon are officially called
That instead of that.
Is it Pocket Monster? Because that's how they abbreviate stuff in Japan, is they take the first two letters of the first word and the second two letters of the second word, and they put them together, and that's how they got Pokemon.
Oh.
It's an abbreviation of Pocket Monster, right? They do that a lot. They do that a lot. There's Kochikame, there's Gochimon, I think, there's Kinmoza. There's a lot. They bring it over to the American localizations all the time. Boktai.
Interesting.
Yeah, that was one of the most obvious ones.
Oh, I know some of these off the top of my head, but I can't think of any at the second.
Yeah, no, there's a ton. There's a ton. It is a but Pocket Monster would be probably some of the popularization of using that for branding like that. Natural Japanification, and you slip in a kind of a Pokemon, and everyone's like, "What now?" No, I don't talk to too many Japanese people, actually.
You want to know what my favorite Japanese to English title translation for an anime is?
What's that?
Boku dake ga inai machi, also known as Erased.
Yep.
But honestly,
Petur de
Erased is
Gobi.
really good.
Yep. I need to go watch Erased. I think I'd like it.
It's very good. It's one of the last anime I've watched in full. So
Yeah, I hear Erased is super good.
it's kind of dark, but you know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, it's a murder mystery, right?
But yeah.
But yeah, no. Boktai, I think, is when I kind of learned about this naming scheme when I was reading about it, because it's Bokura no Taiyo is his Japanese title, I believe. So Our Sun, and they changed to Boktai because because a lot of the time when marketing Japanese stuff in America, they will market it to be as Japanese as they can make it to sell on the exoticism of it. It's like, we'll make it feel Japanese so that kids will be like, oh, that's cool because it's Japanese, and then buy it. problem is, like, as a kid, I saw right through it, and it tended to make me not want to watch something. Is when I could tell it was trying to be Japanese. Because there's a ton of shows, including but not limited to Bakugan, right? Where they effectively made anime shows for the Western market because they knew that anime was doing better than like American cartoons, right? So there was like,
Right.
I remember seeing on TV once, Deltora Quest. I was flipping through channels one day and I saw this thing, and it's like a series of fantasy novels, but it has an anime made specifically to be in English.
Oh, ew.
And man, even though they made it specifically to be an English language TV show, right? His voice acting still sucks.
Oh, no. I hate that.
The actual art direction looks neat though. It looks super charming, and I have a soft spot for fantasy anime, right?
Right.
But man, did I have a shit dub? And I had an ear for shit dubs by 2008, right?
You have acquired a taste.
I knew about shit dubs already because I was watching 4Kids every weekend. I watched the 4Kids like channel block every week for a long period of time. I watched Shaman King when it was airing, and like there was Turtles. There was that was when Winx Club was airing too.
Oh boy,
I didn't watch Winx Club.
We are the Winx. We are the
Man,
Winx.
the amount of shit that they bought and localized. That's when the F-Zero anime happened, as well as the Kirby anime. I watched that shit.
Oh, the Kirby anime.
Yeah, I watched
I never
that
got
shit.
to see that.
It's
So I could never find 4Kids.
They kind of neutered it in the English dub because that's what 4Kids does, is they neuter every show.
Right.
But yeah, because I guess after the success of Pokemon, right, Nintendo just kept going back to them for their anime, even for F-Zero, which made no sense. Why did 4Kids localize F-Zero? Kids weren't going to buy that shit anyway. F-Zero is like firmly a like teen kind of age bracket kind of game, right? It was a little too old for the 4Kids bracket. So you got like, and it just didn't make any sense.
You needed a 14s bracket.
Yeah, pretty much. The 4Kids probably bought it all. To my understanding, 4Kids bought things in like a package deal, right? It's like, oh, we'll license this show, but it's a package deal, so we get this show, and that show. Which means they probably got like Shaman King and One Piece at like the same time. They probably didn't even want One Piece. Probably got One Piece as a package deal along with other stuff. But like, probably with Yu-Gi-Oh! It's like, hey, if you want Yu-Gi-Oh!, you also get Shaman King and One Piece.
Congrats.
And then their One Piece dub was so legendarily shit, it killed the brand in the West.
Oh yeah.
That was, I think, where like everybody kind of already knew 4Kids dub sucked, but like Pokemon's
But
watchable.
That's the tipping point.
Yeah, Pokemon is watchable. Pokemon's actually not that bad, right?
Golly donuts.
And it had its kind of kick-ass opening theme, right?
True.
Pokemon dub isn't like the worst thing in the world. You can go back and watch it and still enjoy it, right?
Right.
And like Shaman King's dub, like has some dumb localization changes and is not super accurate, but it's actually like the voice acting quality still also isn't the worst thing in the world, right? But
Right.
One Piece is not for children.
Yeah, it's not.
So and then they gave it this terrible rap song. Absolutely terrible rap song. I'm gonna go watch the original Japanese version to figure out what the frying pan pun was supposed to be. It probably was a different line entirely.
Probably.
It's just, but Brock's voice actor did generally a good job voice acting for the most
I'll
part.
use
right?
my frying pan as a drying pan.
Yeah. But yeah, no, it's just.
Jesse and James were awesome. It was so like dramatic. It's what they needed.
Yeah, and like when Pokemon got recast, when the Pokemon Company took it over, all the voice actors were worse.
Yeah.
So like I was gonna try to sound like 4Kids. When,
Right.
so like that being said, good riddance to 4Kids. To my understanding, they were super scummy too.
Gone but not forgotten.
Like to my understanding, what happened was they were embezzling money from Yu-Gi-Oh.
Ooh.
They were making a lot of money on Yu-Gi-Oh and not sending it back to Konami.
Ooh, that's very not good. Embezzlement's not good at all.
Oh, hello, Netsu! How you doing?
Hi, friend.
Hello. But yeah, no. So like, and I think the rumor I heard was it had a lot to do with the Game Boy Advance video releases that were produced like without permission, and they made all the profits themselves. Yeah, welcome home from work, Natsu. Glad to see you.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just sitting and chilling.
They
You
could have
could've
used
used
the
that
money to make more balanced card games.
Balanced card games don't make money. Yeah, we're having fun with the stream. Actually, if I may, really quick about card games. So, quick
Oh,
case
boy.
study. The Dragon Ball Z card game, right? Not a balanced game at all. Very fun game, though. Very unique game. But it got a revival, like, 5 or so years ago from Panini. So the Panini version of the card game, which to my understanding was vastly improved and really cool in a lot of ways, but still based on the old card game. It's kind of cross-compatible with the old card game, right? But they lost the license at one point in favor of the Dragon Ball Super card game from a different company, right? And I hear that game is also kind of neat. But when the game ended and they lost the license, what they did is they made a whole new ban list / errata list in their last set to focus on balancing the game to make it competitively as good as they could. Because doing that sooner would have meant selling less cards. Because if you want to sell somebody a trading card, why would you buy a trading... Shelby, you don't play trading cards, but if you go buy a piece of cardboard, why would you buy that piece of cardboard?
Because it has pretty artwork.
Yes, for one, it has pretty artwork. What else?
I'm interested in the series that the cardboard is from.
Right, that too. Right? So if you're familiar with the brand, you're going to want to play. But what if you're not familiar with the brand and you want to play with a friend? Right? And you're like buying packs or you see cards at a store and you want to play with your friends. What would you gravitate towards?
Pretty.
Pretty. And what else?
Pretty.
You also would like it if that card was good, right?
Yeah, probably.
If that card was like really strong, you would spend
But I
money on
wouldn't
that
know
card. Well, yeah, but like, well, somebody would tell you, right?
Fair.
It's like, hey, what's that card? It's like, oh, that card's busted. You want it? It's like, yeah, I'll just drop $20 on that card. It'll help me win. And that's the basic marketing strategy of trading card games and why they're not balanced. Is because if they were balanced, they couldn't sell them to you.
Right.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Is, however, made by Konami. Konami is fairly scummy. Because they're Konami. So, they, for a good long while, they released a new one-turn kill strategy biannually.
Ooh.
Probably on purpose. Because then people want to buy the new one-turn kill strategy. And even still, the game has a lot of one-turn kill strategies where you can just kind of play solitary for a little while and the opponent dies. Because
Solitaire.
you win if you do that, so you're going to buy those cards. That being said, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is fun. It's just sometimes food, not all the time food.
As a snack, not as a meal.
Exactly. Social solitaire is fun. Sometimes.
Not if you're on the receiving end.
Yeah, it's not on your receiving end, but you can do it right back to them, or you have cards that just cancel it out and piss people off. It's the Marvel vs. Capcom of card games. Truly. Natsu says, I'm just like Pretty Dark Magician Girl and Dragon Maid. See, there you go. It's got pretty girls on it.
Pretty girls go burr.
And then you go get the pretty girls, you put them in the deck, and suddenly you're winning. And then you're like, wow, I certainly enjoy that. I spent $20 on these cards. No, that's cheap. That's more like 200. Like, you're not going to spend the vast amount of money it takes to actually play these games, or to buy those packs, or to continually try your luck at the packs. If it isn't good, you're just not going to do that. Like, if it's pretty art, I could just look it up online, right? If it's good, you're like, okay, now I actually want to own the card.
I've got a shiny German Charizard.
I've got some of the full art trainers from Pokemon just on my shelf so I could look at them.
Haha, pretty girls.
Yeah, pretty girls. See, I forget which ones I have in there because I haven't looked over there in a second, but
You
they're
have
fun.
Bianca and Skyla.
I have Skyla, I think. Lily.
Oh, Lily, that's the other one, yeah.
I got a few. I got Pokemon Ranger. Because I have a low-key crush on X and Y's Pokemon Ranger.
Of course you do.
Sometimes I legit get terrible luck and have to take 20 extra turns and cast half my deck at the end. Yeah, yep. Card games are fun. Partially because of how ridiculous the effects are, but like, a balanced game doesn't sell cards. It just doesn't. So a game will balance the game when they stop selling them.
Basically.
No, what Varu does is Varu uses proxies, so he just puts a slip of piece of paper into the sleeve and says it's actually this other card, though. That way you can play the game for free, technically.
Technically.
But, like, you can't use those in tournaments unless, like, your card store is just really cool about it. And most, like, Magic play happens at organized tournaments on, like, Friday.
Right.
Because they're the tournament organization system, right, is very integrated into how things are run at card stores, which is a good thing, actually. But you have like 10 cards of your 100 card deck. Yeah, no, that is progress. It's probably super expensive, so absolutely just take your time with it.
Oh yeah. You're a college kid too, don't go spending your money willy-nilly.
Yeah. But like, card games are fun. And part of it is you have to accept the bullshit, and part of it is that there are card games that have fixed that bullshit and are way better about it, but nobody plays them.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind playing some more card games, but I just don't have the money for them.
Yeah, it's just way too expensive of a hobby.
Yeah, you just too many cards you gotta buy, and the cards get too expensive. I just enjoy holding cards. I enjoy when they are pretty, and I enjoy putting them on the table and moving them around.
Valid.
I'm a very tactile person. I like to use my hands to do stuff, right? So I like having the cards and putting them on the table, and I like when they're pretty. I like the lands in Magic, and I like the mana system because it has pretty pictures of trees, and I get to turn them to the right and get more and more of them. I like putting pretty pictures of trees on the table. I don't like having to learn some kind of crazy bullshit meta that's going to be completely different in a year that I can't afford anyway.
Yeah.
I think that's part of why I've been like trying deck building games and stuff. It's because I like cards, but I like the idea of the entire game being in one box. Sounds very appealing to me.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So yeah, that's me in card games.
Yeah, that's
Play
you.
Star Realms. What is Star Realms, and is the art pretty?
Yeah, don't go wasting our time if the art ain't pretty.
It gotta be pretty, because you see, what happens is you have these cool games made by Western developers, and then you have a Japanese ripoff with pretty girls in it, and then I just go play that one.
And they all happen to be made.
Yeah. There's another one that we looked at called like Heart of Crown or something.
Huh.
That has super cute art, but it's like more like royalty and fairy tale. Still cute girls though. But it's largely the same game, as Dominion / Tantacore. But,
Oh.
like, it's got probably slightly different rules. So we should probably try that one, because I'm kind of curious about it. But mostly, the main reason I'd want to is it has art from the Etrian Odyssey artist.
Oh.
And Etrian Odyssey has cute art. Let's see.
Yeah, you've showed me a bunch.
Yeah. So, let's see. Heart of Crown. Let's go ahead and look this up real quick, because we're having this conversation. It's got, see, this character right here and this character right here are very obviously Etrian Odyssey, but it's clearly got, like, other artists, too.
Yeah, pretty cute.
It's adorable. I like it. And the idea is that you have a princess and you're trying to get her to become royalty and ascend to the throne.
Oh, by the way, something related to a previous point.
Yes.
Apparently on February 19, Quentin Reviews posted this clip.
Oh, let's take a look at it real quick.
It's borderline dangerous. Yeah, why don't you just drop a car battery on her head? Car battery!
He talks about this sequence a lot in that video
Oh, okay.
because he loves it.
I haven't gotten that. That's probably season 4
Let's take a
or
look.
season 3 part 2.
I think it is. Star
'Cause I watched the first hour or so of the second review.
Yeah. So looking at this real quick, because on Baru's recommendation,
Right.
the graphic design is very easy to read. It doesn't aesthetically appeal to me, but I would totally give it a shot.
Like, it's pretty,
Yeah,
but
it's not like it's bad. Like, it's easy to read. That's the important thing.
true. Yeah, it's very organized and detailed. I dig that.
Is this also a deck building game?
I think that's why he mentioned it.
Yeah, I'd be willing to give it a shot. I'm given the impression that deck building games are very samey, which is kind of a good thing actually, because it's a very good format.
Right.
But yeah, no, I'd give it a shot. Many cards, much combos. I do like combos.
Oh yeah, you definitely like combos.
Man, Tantacore was fun.
Cries as you go.
Genevieve,
Draw
Genevieve,
one.
Genevieve,
Genevieve.
Kagari, Genevieve.
Gregory. Ah.
Go infinite in with 127 DPS. That sounds hilarious. Yeah, I'd give it a shot. I wouldn't. Oh, it's only $13. How much is this, dude? It was the cheapest one I've seen.
Huh.
Oh, it's 2 players. I'd still give it a shot, man. I could at least get my brother to play this with me. There's like 100 expansion packs. Yeah, I figured. Because
that's new.
I played Dominion with my brother, and that's easy because there's just a browser version of Dominion, and it's just like Tantacore. It's the same game practically, except that it doesn't have the chambermaid mechanics, so there's no permanence on the field, so everything's just in your deck. But man, that game's fun. The game's super fun. It's a great game. Fantastic game. Oh yeah, so basically the difference is you cannot get Colette out of your hand. She just never goes away.
No, Colette.
Yeah, and then you get bigger things because all of the victory point cards are also useless.
Oh, God.
So you have to balance the victory point cards with your actual good cards.
That's awful.
But it still ends up being fun. But I can understand why that'd be like the thing that they would play with for other games, is figuring out how to get those out of your deck in an interesting way.
Right.
But I'd play this. I'd totally play this. I recently watched a documentary on Japanese trading card games, and that included a game called Monster Collection.
Monster Collection?
Monster Collection. back when Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh were just starting up, this was the other game in the big three in Japan for trading card games in like the late 90s. Monster Collection card game. And they keep trying to relaunch this and it keeps failing.
Oh,
Like this
man.
is the most recent one, and like where the entire set just comes in one box. So you just make a
Interesting.
deck out of the cards in the box, right? But this one's neat because it has like a whole like system where there's like a whole grid that you have to put land down on for different terrain that gives benefits to your entire party of monsters that's fighting each other. I'm just kind of curious how good the art is on some of these older ones, because like old trading card games, man, they have a look. Like if we just go to like Alpha, Magic, The Gathering, like it's good that they don't use the cards that look like this anymore. But look how cool they look.
It's a look.
It's a
Trademark.
look. Granted, you can see why they switched it. Look at this blue card. You can't read shit.
Oh yeah, definitely not.
But it's cool, right? And so, like, these old cards have a magical feeling to it. And maybe it's just me that I tend to always gravitate towards older stuff, right?
Heck, even your art style looks old.
Yeah, especially especially with
I'm
like fantasy stuff in anime, right? I tend to very much gravitate towards older things, right? So seeing this fantasy anime card game from the late 90s, I'm like, oh, I want to know how good it is. And then like, there's one game I kind of want to try, but it's a video game called Sept. There's a video game they continually make new series in. But the idea is that it's basically Monopoly, right? You go around a game board, and you take pieces as you take like spaces on the board as your property, right? But to defend your property, you leave a monster card there to defend it, and if anybody wants to take it, they have to kill your monster with their card. So it's Monopoly mixed with Magic the Gathering, and if that doesn't sound maddening, I don't know what does.
It truly does.
Card art, because this game, this game's card art has a look.
That's very pretty.
I love Japanese fantasy art, like a lot.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
And like
nice.
all the big Japanese fantasy artists work on this game. I swear. There's a website that I followed for a while that just went and like chronicled and documented all the artists who worked on the card art for this game, and they're everywhere. The artists for this game, and they've been using some of these since the 90s. And I love cards. I don't necessarily love card games, but I love cards. You know, where it's just, hey, look at the beautiful art on this thing.
Don't you know?
Yeah. This freaking one of the artists I found on that like freaking rabbit hole that I went on once, Jun Suemi here. She does tons. Yeah, she did tons of cool artwork from like old like video games in the 90s and stuff.
Jeez.
Yeah. So she's done work for Falcom. She's done work she did like all the cover art for the Wizardry games. For the Japanese releases, which that's like the beginning of Japanese nerd culture effectively is Wizardry. Even though it's not a Japanese game. Right? Look at this shit. Look how cool this is.
Whoa. That's really pretty.
Here's some Gundam art that she did. Look at that. Absolutely classic shit, where there's just a little bit of like Frank Frazetta in there, but also the anime feel to it. Here's some Fate Stay Night artwork that she did. Here's some Record of Lodoss War. Yeah, move that right there. and Fire Emblem Three Houses.
Oh boy.
It's been decades. She still gets work. I wonder why.
I wonder why.
But one of my absolute favorite illustrations from her, Jutsuemi Fate, is this picture for Fate Hollow Ataraxia. If it will actually load properly. Open your new tab. Oh, come on.
Because it's tiny.
There we go.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. That's insane.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is traditional, too. There's like an
Oh
oil
my
painting or
God.
some shit. This is great. Of course, Ilya and Berserker being two of the best characters in this game.
Right.
Alright, Netsu, you have a good night. You take care
Bye,
of yourself.
Netsu.
Thank you for stopping by. But yeah, no, Jutsuemi is the shit. There's so much good artwork. Is that Ultima artwork by Jutsu? Oh.
I wonder if it is Reed's title.
I just didn't. Like, sometimes you can get the wrong artist credited in some of these, right?
Definitely looks like the art style, though.
Yeah. Sip. Love you too, Netsu.
That gay.
Then like one of my other favorite. I've already talked about Ayami Koshima enough. I don't need to talk about Ayami Koshima again. But like, there's some other artists here that like I found before and forgot. Like, if I go, Fire Emblem Heroes, Agma. By the way, yes, actually named after the same Agma that you're thinking of.
Agma.
Let me find Agma Fire Emblem Wiki. Because, I'm trying to find... So there's this artwork, right? Of this man. You can't see it on stream. Right? Click on that. So, this is famously some of the more stiff artwork in Fire Emblem Heroes, right? But still looks
Right.
cool, right? I'm trying to find who the artist is because, like, this is just one of those artists, right? Where they, like, have a bit of a bit of a legacy. Because Nintendo doesn't fuck around. Yamada Akihiro. You get the rest, the bulk of their work elsewhere.
Oh.
That might be... That's Final Fantasy XI, I think.
Yeah, I don't know much about anything. For that.
Look at this.
Very nice.
This gives me strong emotions. Here's a Street Fighter illustration.
Ooh.
Oh, what's this? Oh, that's cool. So there's like this specific era of fantasy art that happened in the 90s.
Right.
Have you seen the Japanese Magic the Gathering card? Oh, I have, and I love them. Which set are we looking at? Because I will totally look this up right now. Oh, give me bigger. Don't tell Reggie about this card. this art.
Oh no. Oh no.
Okay. Just give me a second to look at a couple of these. Man, I love this shit. I mean, if somebody's...
Mystical archive Japan alters.
I mean, if you got Japanese fantasy art, the thing that I want to see is good drapery.
Right.
That's what I want to see. Like, this nonsense. That's all I need in my mind, in my heart. It's
In your
good
soul.
drapery. I need capes that look good. Okay.
robes.
Strixhaven Mystical Archive Japanese. Oh, sorry. Let's take a look. Ooh. Alright, hold up. What are we looking at here? Excuse me?
Oh wow.
Excuse me? Can I have all of these?
Ooh.
Oh, these are so pretty.
They are. Whoa.
I need every single one. They're probably expensive.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah, this one's $50. This one's $150. Let's take a look at those real quick. Some of these are not super expensive. Those might be the ones I snatch up at some point. Counterspell.
Yum.
Oh, okay. Having a Japanese counterspell, like, that's cool.
That's a big dick energy moment.
Yeah, let's take a... Can we click on this? Yeah, it's tiny. Yeah, I'd use that. Demonic Tutor. The $150 one, which is the one you were talking about.
That's pretty neat.
Yeah, the War of the Spark. I've seen the War of the Spark ones. Those are really cool. I like this.
Pretty cool.
Man. So again, why would you go spend money on a card? Because it's pretty.
Truly.
Oh, what's going on here? Oh, I like that one.
Ooh. Me too.
What's with Japanese fantasy art? Why does Japanese fantasy art look so good?
Because they put their hearts into it.
That's the thing, like, you get so much good... There's plenty of great, like, fantasy art from everywhere, right?
Right.
I don't know, I think it might just simply because Japan's less, like, held down by realism, right?
That's fair. More whimsy.
But like so there's a bit more willingness to obfuscate things to make them look good rather than make them realistic, right?
Right.
And then of course these have the ukiyo-e thing going on, like you mentioned, Peru, which is very unique, right? This is special. This is one of a kind. I want every single one. But
Truly.
like MTG full art lands. like you go look up these ones, right?
Ooh.
These aren't Japanese. They're just gorgeous.
Yeah.
Like whenever they
I
do
like
their
the forest.
like it's funny that they make their joke sets, right? It's just like, hey, we made these for haha laughs, just for fun. But then we're gonna make them all the full art lands the prettiest thing you've ever seen.
Haha, joke.
These are cool too. These are for what are they? I don't know what even is it. Unfinity? Okay, another unset. They make the unsets they just give the unsets like the most unreasonably pretty lands. And then like these aren't even for unsets, they're just pretty.
Right.
But yeah, so why you buy cards? Because it's pretty.
Yeah, truly.
Man, there's a Digimon card game. I hear this game's great. The game looks great. How good's the art? That is the question. Art. Oh, that's cool.
Oh. Wow.
Ragna Lordmon.
Oh my god. Imagine if you named your kid Lord. Or Ragnar Lordman.
Oh, she's from this chick's from like Cyber Sleuth or some shit. Cause they got this artist to design the characters for a lot of the Digimon RPGs and video games lately, you would recognize this artist, Shelby.
Oh. That's definitely, Devil Survivor 2.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you get this really cool, unique style in a lot of those. Yeah. What does I mean, to be honest, with like creature art like this, it's actually slightly harder for me to get invested.
Right.
Not that they aren't cute,
Middle.
right? But like, it's not that they aren't cool. They are.
See that art that you had up a little bit ago.
This one?
Before, yeah, that one looks nicer. I don't know. I feel like the ones that were just like basic color, no background, were kind of like.
Like, it's not that it looks bad. It's just that I'm not gonna get excited to buy cards of Digimon. Right?
Because they're not cute girls. Got it.
I mean, they are sometimes. Lilithmon. Digimon does this thing where we got the big monsters that are buff and crazy, and then we have pretty girlmon.
Lilithmon.
Here's Beelzemon. So yeah, no, oh right, freaking Renamon's probably in there, man.
Ooh.
People probably spent a lot of money on Renamon. Leopardmon.
That doesn't look like a leopard.
And then Vanguard overdress art. How does Vanguard look? Because I know people who play Vanguard swear by Vanguard, right?
Tag yourself on that egg in the middle. That seems about right.
I like them though. I do
Yeah.
like them. I think I know this artist. See, what's special about, because Reggie told me about this. They did a relaunch of Vanguard a couple years ago. And like when they made an anime to go with it, they got Clamp to do the character designs.
Oh.
So this is Clamp art. And then like
yeah, that's about right.
And then a bunch of the cards got alt art drawn by Clamp. And it
Ooh.
was so rare that they got stupid expensive.
Oh damn, that
So
sucks.
you couldn't even get them. I want Clamp art on a trading card. I love
That'd
Clamp
be
art.
awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, actually we gotta go open a new tab. Clamp Vanguard. I think it was just for one set. I don't know if... Oh, look, the characters are good. They're good.
Yeah.
Art. Card art. As you got, basically, you had the monsters that they would hang out with, and then you get the characters from the show to hanging out with them.
That's cool.
Yeah, and... Oh.
Oh.
I like her. She's good.
Cute.
Clamp. Okay. Vanguard, overdress, Clamp cards. Dress, cards, alt. Oh no! She's on a card. Hold on.
Oh.
She's good. I like her. Okay, that's a $80 card. Yes, hello. Leftover biscuits, and I'm not giving you leftover pizza. That's mine. But there are biscuits. I will come and get the biscuits in a second. Fine.
Wow.
Anyway. So yeah, I haven't played this game. I know Reggie loves it. To my understanding, the relaunch they did was greatly necessary because it fixed up the game like a lot, and it really needed it.
Oh.
I can't find these alt arts, I swear.
They're hidden forever.
I mean, there's still good art here, but I'm looking for Clamp.
Right.
Some of these are good, though. Let's take a look at these real quick. Yeah, we already looked at that one. That's cute.
Yeah.
It's hard to say no to witches. You know what I'm saying?
I like the little creature.
The little creature's good. He looks like he should be in Kirby.
Yeah.
And then, she's cool too. She's got the, like,
That's some pretty solid art.
yeah, she's got some cyberpunk going on. She's got a power glove.
Oh.
I love the power glove. It's so bad. There's actually, yeah, well, steampunk I meant steampunk. I misspoke. But here's the thing. Bushiroad card games do one thing that bothers me a lot.
What is it?
The name of the card is at the bottom of the card.
Oh, yeah, that's a little weird.
And the reason why that's a problem is if you're fanning through these cards in your hand and you're not super familiar with them, you don't know what card you're holding.
Right.
Now, if you're really familiar with your deck, you could tell by the art. But this came up when I tried to play Vice Schwartz, right? So Vice Schwartz Haruhi. So go over, right? This is Vice Schwartz, you know, this has a bunch of licensed anime properties, right?
Right.
But it's actually very similar to Vanguard in a lot of ways. It uses a lot of similar mechanics. My siblings play this game. My siblings like this game a lot. My brother, David, actually made a deck. He had a Haruhi deck because he could actually get it pretty cheaply. Right? It was a fairly cheap deck to make. And Endless 8 is a mechanic, by the way, for this deck.
Oh boy, of course it is.
But the, I tried playing with his deck. I couldn't tell what card was what, because all of them were just Haruhi. I'm like, I didn't know what they all did. So you go look at here, you get all these cute pictures of Haruhi, sure, granted they're all stock art, but like,
right.
I don't know what these cards do.
I don't know.
I don't know which one I'm holding. I just see Haruhi.
Oh my god, imagine if there was just a set of cards that were all of Haruhi's, like, alternate hairstyles from, like, the very beginning of the manga/anime.
I bet.
Different numbers of bows.
I bet they did something with that. Oh, usually they just use stock art that's there. Though sometimes
Yeah, there's stock art of that.
Yeah, but like sometimes these get unique art. Like the King of Fighters set actually got a lot of original art. But and then what they do to make them valuable, right, is usually they're like, okay, you want the good card. The good card exists and it's not super uncommon, right? But then we'll have a really rare version that's foil and it has the voice actor's signature on the card.
Oh.
And that's the one that gets really expensive, is when it has a signature on it.
Oh yeah, definitely, because it's autographed.
Yeah. So, what I'm getting at is, cards are cool. I like them. Oh, here's a... Is this a... It's a wedding dress Haruhi card.
Aww.
So Vice Schwartz is they license anime, and then you can make a deck out of your waifu. That's Vice Schwartz.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah. So...
Oh, there's definitely Idolmaster cards for that.
Yes.
100%.
Idolmaster Vice Schwartz. Though,
100%.
since the Bushiroad game, they tend to lean towards like Bushiroad properties, like Review Starlight and Bang Dream. Right? But here, This is some old Idolmaster. Look at that.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, no, they did have Idolmaster stuff. Yeah, no. Vice Swords doesn't necessarily impress me though because it's usually just stock art,
Yeah.
right?
That's
And
true.
I'm like, I want cool art on these cards. I just don't want stock art in anime screenshots.
Yeah.
Like, I really just don't care. But sometimes they do get original art, and sometimes the stock art just looks good, right? So,
Right.
so Ice Schwartz Disgaea. Disgaea just has stock art, right? But its art style is very conducive to looking good on a card. So when these get printed out and put on cards, they look great, right?
Right.
Meanwhile, sometimes the Haruhi cards, you can tell they're JPEGs.
Oh.
Like, my brother has this one, and it looks good. But, like, I'd be a little bit less impressed with, Puyo Puyo. Because it's just Puyo Puyo's stock art. Granted, Puyo Puyo's stock art's very cute. But, I think that might actually be original art. That might be new. Some of these might be new. Yeah, if it has an illustration credit, that means it's new art.
Oh.
Because the only company that makes a card game and doesn't credit the artist is Konami with Yu-Gi-Oh!
Oh.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Does not credit the artists. In fact, you're not
Bummer.
allowed to confirm that you've worked on Yu-Gi-Oh! If
Cringe.
you cannot tell anybody. It's the worst.
Ew.
Fuck Konami, man. Yu-Gi-Oh's not a bad game, but fuck Konami. Actually, fuck Konami.
Truly.
Like, I published my all-time favorite game. Konami made a lot of people's all-time favorite game. They made a lot of great games, but man, fuck Konami. Okay,
Truly.
I have to go to the bathroom, be right back, and get these biscuits.
Biscuits.
So, I've kind of been ignoring the chat unintentionally. If you could catch up on chat, that'd be amazing.
The only thing of value here is Natsu's back and the Konami code.
Alright, got it. I'll be right back, guys.
Hi, losers. We're going shopping. Get in the car. We're going to the Home Depot. We're going to the Home Depot. We're gonna play the Home Depot opening only. So no song requests. We are getting hot dogs. If you do not like hot dogs, you'll be provided a bag of chips. We are getting light fixtures and some paint matched with a sample of Zanza's detective clothing. Any questions? If you're good, we'll let you each get one $10 item. I'm assuming your silence means you have no questions. Vroom vroom, bitches. In all seriousness, though, how's everybody doing? I hope you're all doing well this evening. Also, the fact that Sansa's avatar blinks, even when he's not talking, is kind of scary. Because it's just staring at me. Unnerving. The opposite of unblinking. Blinking. In all seriousness, there is so many Vice Schwarz or Vice Schwarz cards for Idolmaster. Like, so many. I'm just pulling up old, like, first gen Idolmaster characters, and I'm just seeing so many. And it's all, like, old art from cards. It's pretty ridiculous. I want to paint works on Masonite art boards. I don't know what Masonite is. I know it's wood, but like, what's so special?
Hello, I'm back.
Idolmaster's gotten... Oh. Hi! Idolmaster's gotten super freaking popular for years. Yeah. So, Masonite is thick plywood. Oh.
Yeah, actually, I got a book on painting fantasy architecture once, and they mentioned what they did once, I think, for a Magic the Gathering card, actually, or for like some kind of art book, because they've done that sort of thing. They started a painting digitally and then printed it out on Masonite, and then painted there with like oils and acrylics over a digital painting. A lot of people have some very interesting processes for their fantasy art that they do these days.
That's pretty neat.
Actually, I remember they actually told me about this one artist from Magic the Gathering who's drawing this like big hulking creature, right? And they were like they wanted something for this creature to be doing, so they painted a bunch of little birds around his head, so it's just kind of like looking around at the birds.
Aww.
You cannot see the birds on the card. It's too small.
Oh no.
So that detail was completely lost, and they knew that when they put them there. They was like, I need this thing to be doing something, right? So you can only see it in like art books. So if you see it in high resolution, you cannot see it in the cards, and they did it anyway.
Oh no.
And that's just like shows an impressive level of awareness. It's just like, I need this thing to feel like it lives. You know?
Yeah.
The mystic or more miscommunication is... okay, tell me more.
Also, I took the kids to Home Depot. I got them hot dogs and chips. And I got a light fixture.
Ah.
And I got paint to match the color of your detective outfit.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm a little lost. So, you went to Home Depot.
Yeah.
To get this specific color. What were they working on that you needed that for?
Oh, nothing. I just took the kids to Home Depot.
Let's see.
The hot dogs tasted like bark and varnish. No, they did not.
Mystic Remora. Enchantment. Cumulative upkeep 1, so you have to pay 1 mana every turn. Whenever a target opponent successfully casts a non-creature spell, you may draw a card. That player may pay 4 mana to counter this effect. That's mean. It's like, oh, you can do whatever you want, but I draw a card whenever you do a thing.
Fish.
Man.
I dig the fish, honestly.
Yeah, no, there's a very good card.
True. Well, guess what? The fish is the card effect. It's
Because-
the fish doing it.
Because Remora can mean like shiny sheen or something, but the artist thought they meant the fish. So now there's an enchantment with just a fish on it. Whenever it thinks it's a creature, the fish has nothing to do with the card effect. It's just there.
The fish causes the card effect.
Wait a minute.
He's a god.
Let's take a look at this real quick. The reason I'm taking a look at this, right? How? Finish a new tab. Right. Okay. The reason why I bring this up, this is a really good watercolor.
Yeah. It's nice.
And that is a watercolor. Confirmedly guaranteed.
Oh, definitely.
I like my Skarmory. Use it. You know what? I like it too. Busted. It is pretty busted. Most importantly, it's a really pretty fish.
It is.
I like
Good
watercolor.
fish.
See, that's the thing about older Magic the Gathering is you got a lot more traditional media. Like, there are still artists who do Magic the Gathering who do traditional media, right? But Magic goes for a very unified aesthetic, right?
Mm-hmm.
They want Magic the Gathering to all look one way, right? And that kind of has led over time to less variety in his artwork. But I think they kind of maybe heard me saying that one time because they've been actively trying to fight that a little bit.
Oh.
With like the Japanese alt arts and stuff looking really cool. Them going and doing some really funky looking cards every now and then. But like once upon a time
truly.
they're just like, oh, we did it in watercolor. But now it's largely digital painting with a very similar style. With
Right.
exceptions. Let's see. Seb McKinnon. This is Reggie's favorite artist, I think. And for good reason.
Oh.
There's a big sense of drama in like every
a lot
piece.
of emotion.
Yeah, in like every piece that they do for this game. Like this one, I think Reggie actually has on a playmat.
Wow. Guess you know what else he has on a playmat?
Yep, he has your
My
artwork.
art.
Wait, is
Heck
this the
yeah.
anti-masker Karen dude? He got righteously canceled. Damn, that is tragic.
Oh. Ooh. Ooh, it got
Damn.
even worse.
Damn.
Ooh.
Let's look him up. He's been labeled a Nazi. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, you know what? That sucks. Because artwork's great.
Yikes.
Hate when that happens.
Truly.
Because look at all this nonsense. It's great.
Damn. That was a mighty fall.
Mighty, mighty fall. Because this painting right here, absolutely wonderful. I'd put that on my wall.
Oh yeah.
But
It's lovely.
man, it sucks when that happens. The main thing, here's the thing, right? There's like a perception. Like white guys like me, right? White nerds. Anime and shit tends to be the escape from political discourse. Right?
Right.
ignoring the fact that Japan is a country with its own political discourse. You know?
Oh yeah.
It's just that because all the stuff happening over there is in another language, you tend not to hear about it. So it ends up just not being something you concern yourself with, even though it's totally still a thing. So I hope none of these other artists I've talked about have been righteously canceled.
Oh yeah, that would suck.
That would really suck. But you never know these days. Happens all the time.
Truly.
Anime was a secondary benefit. Is that another word for mistake?
No. Secondary benefit.
Why do you think I wanted to... Okay, I missed that line. Yeah. You just want to like art at the end of the day, right? You just want to be able to appreciate shit. And you can't really escape political discourse. Japanese political comms go hard. I believe it. Japan kind of goes hard, I suppose.
Yeah.
Hey, Varu, who's some good Magic the Gathering artists? Who are the good ones? Actually, I think... they actually did commission Ayami Kojima to do a Magic the Gathering card.
Oh.
Let's see, can I get this bigger at all? Guess not. There we go. Here's the artist for Castlevania, who I talk about all the time.
Oh, definitely.
Oh, Varu, Netsu, you struggling with the artwork,
arting.
huh? I'm just here for the
draw-
20-minute long combo chains. You should be playing Yu-Gi-Oh, Varu.
Just draw a scribble and then shape the scribble
Yeah.
into whatever you want.
Aw. But yeah, no, it's cool that they got Ayami Kojima for the absolute correct card, right?
Oh yeah. But yeah, Natsu, if you know what you want to draw, the issue is that you're judging it too hard.
Yep.
So that means you just need to just fuck around. So instead of sitting there working on something and not being able to get it right, just push it aside and just scribble. Go apeshit.
I agree with her. Go. Absolutely feral.
Truly. That's the only way to live, is feral.
Let's just see.
The Phyrexians are sick, but I can't judge them with an artist's eyes. Yes, go feral. Go absolutely angry.
Hey, look, Schleb, it's your type.
Oh my god. I'm being bullied.
Some of these are super cool. This was like the last time that I know of where they made a bunch of Japanese alt arts
Right.
and sold the packs in America because everybody wanted them. So a bunch of people are playing tournament Magic with Japanese cards.
Wow.
Because, like, they wanted these pretty ones. I don't even know how big Magic is in Japan, right? Because Magic was a little bit underground at one point before the Japanese card games kind of took off.
Right.
Oh, that's a custom one. Okay, I was curious. It's like Magic doesn't usually get that like horny.
Oh.
Let's see. Sick. Tibalt. Oh. I'm aware there's a Japanese tournament scene. I'm pretty sure Magic's like pretty good, pretty well off right now, right? But like, I remember looking into watching some stuff on Japanese trading card games, and it took a little while for Magic itself to actually get a foothold in Japan. Card games as a whole, it didn't take very long for card games to do well in Japan, but like Magic took a little bit to weasel in. There's something I'm gonna look at. All right, Fire Emblem Cipher art. I bought some of these cards entirely because they were pretty. Because this game is super pretty. Lots and lots and lots of beautiful artwork in this game. To my understanding, it's not a very good game at all.
It just got pretty artwork.
It's just got pretty artwork. Ran for a few sets. I bought some of them. Yeah, no, I don't know if it's still around. But like Fire Emblem, it sells on waifus these days. It's just what it does.
Truly.
That was a good Ricken art. Where's the Ricken? Was that like the first one? It's up here? Yeah. It's very good.
True.
Like, lovely colors. I want my art on cards really bad.
I know you do.
Like, I wanna make some of these. This one, I like it.
Oh,
This
wow.
is like a lot of drama, love the colors, you know?
Oh, truly.
Alright, freaking Deirdre.
Oh,
Deirdre is ridiculously pretty, like all the time, no matter what. This one's famous.
oh wow.
Because these were two different cards where the artwork went together.
Ooh.
So you had
interesting.
like this, right? Because it's
Aw.
Sigurd and Deirdre. There's a lot of drama between these two. There's lots of like proper like war story night shit.
Oh yeah.
Because Sigurd is just square jawed hero man, too fucking
Right.
handsome for his own good. And Deirdre's Deirdre, right? That was
You know what's
fucking-
kind of funny
What's that?
is that this could easily be used for like a Vocaloid like version of the song like Cendrillon or something like
Oh,
that with Kaito and Luca.
Absolutely. Look at this, Marth. His sword has a bouquet in it.
Pretty boy.
I both ironically love it and unironically love it at the same time.
Same.
Oh, it's great.
Kiddo.
Oh, look at this Edelgard.
Oh.
Oh, look at this Edelgard.
Oh wow. Chiengi.
Yeah, they sometimes give
Geo.
them, like, other class. What is... It's Morgan.
Oh.
Alright, I think either I have this card or my sister has this card somewhere. I know I've seen this artwork before. But yeah, to my understanding, this game's not good at all.
Oh.
Because it actually handled this in-house. It was designed by Intelligent Systems, so it's made by the same people who made the video game.
Oh.
And like, So they hadn't made a card game before? They'd made great games before. They made plenty of great games before, but like, not a card game. Oh, look at this Lysithea. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Lysithea is probably like one of the better characters in that game. Proper Kozaki Yusuke Lucina here. Oh yeah, I think this is actually just the artist for the original game that they got back to do this trading card.
Interesting.
Stylistically on point with Sacred Stones. I love, by the way, Sacred Stones artwork. It's got like great color palette.
Very interesting.
So yeah, no, pretty ass game. I have fun doing this. I like just looking at artwork, to be honest. It's very therapeutic
nice.
to just look through nice stuff.
Every once in a while, yeah.
Yeah. And there's a bunch of people who spent hours and hours and hours on the other. Oh shoot, here's Hector with his daughter.
Aw.
And then here's Hector's daughter.
Yeah. Get it, girl?
That's fantastic. I love it. She's small, but she will kill you.
Good.
Yeah. Oh, here's Lynn. Because of course there is. There's probably a lot of Lyns. But yeah, no. I enjoy this. I enjoy these, but I'm never going to play this game.
Right.
I have the cards. I technically I possess a deck. I'm not going to play this game. Right?
Valid.
But anyway, how long have we been going? About 3 hours?
Yeah.
Alright. Let's go ahead and see about wrapping up. Are there any last questions you guys want to ask before we head on out?
Anything simple.
Yeah.
If not, we'll just dab on you.
Yeah. So I was going to show you the greatest Guilty Gear edit ever. Sure.
Oh boy.
Sure. Let's do it. I'm going to go over to that VC text. It's in a Smash montage. Just watch the beginning. Okay. Let's go ahead. Bam. Open that
boy.
up. Hold up. We're gonna orient this correctly.
Mankind knew they could not change society. So instead of reflecting on themselves,
Hang on a second, this isn't Smash Bros! What's going on? Hello? It's the wrong game! We're playing the wrong game!
How do you think you are? Suck! You're a self-consumed, no-talent, mediocre piece of shit!
Oh my god.
いつまでやらせる気だ。真剣勝負はお預けか。
Oh, fine, just get it over with already! Heaven or hell, dick or ball, you choose, Spider-Man! Now please, fine!
Oh.
Man, that took effort. Okay, we're probably good.
No, we're now in Sephiroth territory.
I enjoyed that.
That was so cursed.
It was very cursed. Very funny though.
Loved it.
Like who does? I don't know. I think Lythera raised the bar after it putting in source filmmaker gags into his Smash compilations.
Truly.
Because those were funny. Alright. Any other last things? Nancy, you got any last questions you want to ask us before we head on out?
Five, 4, 3.
Not really, no? Alright, okay, cool. We'll call it then. Thank you for watching, guys. I honestly had a great time just kind of sitting here chilling with you guys.
Had an absolute blast.
Yeah. We usually just kind of, like the previous years, we usually just like watch a movie or like a TV show or just sit and chill, do whatever. This time we did it with you guys. Thank you guys for joining us. And Schlem, I think we're at like 5 or 6 years now.
Kumbaya.
Yeah. So, thank you for watching, guys. I'm gonna find somebody to raid, and Schleb, love you very much.
Okay.
Half of mine to invade it.
Oh, you would invade? You would invade our private DMs?
Wow. How dare.
I don't know how you manage that.
I'd be impressed.
Hacker man.
Netsu, next time I'm on stream, please come on by. Absolutely.
Yeah.
But
Connie's still streaming.
Connie stream? Okay, let me take a look. Where is my Twitchy?
Connie art.
Twitch.v. That's totally what it is. Hold up, let me look at this.
Yeah, but you can't invade our 2-person group chat, Natsu.
Alright. Connie Arts. That's what it is. Alright. Raid Connie Art. Alright, go say hi. He's playing Fall Guys.
Which a lot of people still just somehow still play.
Yeah,
It's very interesting.
It looks fun.
Not a dead game. Not a dead game.
Not a dead game. Alright. Thank you, y'all.
Yahoo.
And good night.
Good night.
Stop streaming. Stop recording.